Hey, Nexties. I just wanted to take a second to thank you for being here as we count down 100 of the best moments from 2025. So grab your drinks, your popcorn, and maybe even dinner because it's a long one, and I'll see you in the chat.
When you were doing differential diagnosis, did you look at any information that would tell you what the speed of that impact may have been or allegedly was?
Well, it didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter.
Time out. So it doesn't matter. Mic drop.
That was like a shocker type moment.
This is when Brennan gets spiked on.
Queen Elizabeth Lopesada, what do you think she goes by? Betsy, Liz, Betty? I'll allow all of it.
This is when Brennan gets absolutely spiked on.
It didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter.
She said it loud and proud.
Say a little bit louder, doctor, for those in the back.
Of course he didn't look at speed. It doesn't matter, you dumbass. He wasn't hit by a car.
Your case has been decimated. The bombs are going off.
Do you have any bandages and maybe some whipping cream?
Turns out she's a solid brick wall you just ran right into, isn't she?
It hurts real bad.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. I mean, that's brutal.
He's only got himself to blame.
And you are done here. Dr. Elizabeth Lopesada is here, and she has saved the day.
Have you seen crash tests with crash test dummies where there is a light string and somebody cuts the string moments before the impact or seconds before the impact?
I have, yes.
That wasn't done in this case, was it?
What? It wasn't necessary.
Was that done in this case?
It wasn't. I'll speak slower and a little clearer.
If you answer my question.
I just did answer it. I said it wasn't.
When the crash test dummy is held by a forklift,
Start with the
What's
pleasant.
the recent vocabulary introduction?
Morning, Dr. Welcher.
Good morning. We
We
haven't
have
been
today.
formally introduced. Your whole name?
Robert Alessi, sir.
Robert Leslie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow.
Any other questions?
What the fuck was that? Immediately, the cockiness. Oh, we haven't been formally introduced. Bitch, you're the witness. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Speak when spoken to.
It says Bachelor of General Science in Mathematics and Business Administration. Do you see that, sir?
I do.
Are you aware that there's no degree at the University of Alabama, Birmingham, called a Bachelor of General Science in Mathematics and Business Administration?
Oh, no.
Yes, I am. And that is one of the errors I've identified.
So you would agree that there's
You're gonna lie about it.
not even
Dude,
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
General Science in Mathematics.
Fuck up. Sir.
Just answer my question, Officer Dever.
Boston police officer Kelly, don't call her Deaver, Dever.
Like you can't remember my name. I don't remember.
I can remember.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the answer is I don't remember.
Man.
No comments.
More than that, Jeff.
Damn!
So no comments, just questions, please. Answer,
What a
please.
Yes,
bitch.
The fact that she corrected Jackson from the witness stand is unprecedented.
Well, the difference, honey, is that your name doesn't matter at all.
Whose name I'm already Teaver, Denver, Dover, Deaver, my brain has already buffered.
Officer Deveray,
Nobody gives a shit who you are or how your name is pronounced.
I mean DeVere,
You are not actually the main character in any of this.
I mean deviled eggs. Like you're not the important person. Nobody cares what your name is. I mean, whatever her name is, who cares?
You're immaterial.
We're doing that one more time. Too many people were talking.
During the luncheon break, I received word from a court officer that the jury had knocked on the door, indicating that they had a verdict. But before I could even summons everybody into court, shortly thereafter, they knocked again and said they didn't have a verdict.
Oh my
So
God.
I asked the court officer to tell them to put that verdict slip in an envelope and seal it.
He sent that text in a series of messages that now belong to you.
Go
you
read
were
them.
given the opportunity to hear from Michael Proctor, but you can read his thoughts for yourself.
Ding, ding,
and I
ding.
urge you, go read them. They're in Exhibit 209.
It's Exhibit 209.
He's like, write
209.
this down.
Go read that shit.
209 in this case.
There's one test with the arm like this. That's the only evidence that was presented in his opinion or in his case.
You tell him.
I evaluated that. I have not seen any other explanation of what happened or how it occurred. Specifically,
You didn't like
Dr.
that answer,
Welcher
did you,
said
huh?
in his report
Yes.
on page 9,
Ooh,
he said,
it's
I
quoting
have
chapter and
conducted
verse
an
now.
accident reconstruction and biomechanical engineering analysis of this matter. If he did not recreate how he was positioned, if he did not determine the speed of impact, if he did not determine how Mr. O'Keefe's body moved, if he did not determine where he ended up, then he did not conduct either an accident reconstruction analysis or a biomechanical
Ooh,
causation
smackdown.
analysis.
So his
He did
report
nothing of the
is
sort.
worthless.
He did nothing of the Other sort. than your opinion, let's get back to my question if I could. That's an answer.
I believe I
to your
answered at the
fucking
beginning of
question.
that, sir.
Exactly.
Boom.
Shove it right back My up his
detailed
ass. question is,
This is simple arithmetic, is it not?
I mean, it's simple for you, Alessi. I think Alessi
On
invented
January
calculus.
30th.
I'm calling Alessi brilliant. Alessi is the reason that Waldo is hiding. Alessi is the international man of mystery. Alessi speaks and new words are born into existence.
So, according to you, you fell on
You
ice.
scraped your knuckles.
And
No,
injured
you
your
scraped
knuckles.
your
And put your hand
palm.
down
You
this
hurt
way?
your
As we just
wrist.
saw
Not
in the
this way?
Cut
photograph,
yourself on the
right
hand.
across the top of your knuckles.
No.
So you fell onto pavement, asphalt,
Yes.
and you braced yourself when you fell your entire body weight by putting your right hand down in a fist, and you injured your right
And
fist, just the top of the
No,
knuckles on
you
your right
didn't.
fist when you fell down.
Correct.
Oh my God.
What?
Seriously?
Jackson, seriously?
Then put your palms down, fell your entire body weight on your right fist, and just injured the top portion of your knuckles.
Correct.
So
No.
he slipped and fell and just injured the knuckles on his fist.
Certainly possible. It's possible it could have shot off into space as an engineer.
Really?
But
is
not
it?
probable.
Is it?
Really?
You think it's
More about
possible
that.
that it could have been shot off into space, sir?
As an engineer, it's a possibility.
Wow.
It's a possibility that this
Absolutely.
Lexus could have been shot off into space.
Highly, highly unlikely.
Wow.
But again, you're asking an engineer
Wow.
about possibilities and probabilities.
Let's get back to reality.
Anything's possible then.
So,
I do that.
in terms of
Yes,
the
what?
Lexus
That's reality.
itself,
And thus we have our thumbnail for this evening.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
He left before us, yes.
So he didn't stay through the shank of the evening.
Through the what?
The shank of the evening, through the course of the evening.
Oh, okay.
Shank. He threw in shank
Is that
because
right?
it'll remind her of
Yes, okay.
prison.
And ultimately,
The shank of the evening? What?
What?
Is that an expression that just I haven't been exposed to?
What the phrase is that?
The shank of the evening?
We might have an Allen word of the day today, y'all. The shank of the evening.
I've never heard shank of the evening either, so I was also confused.
Apparently, the shank of the evening is like the main part of the evening, the sort of best part of the night.
Dictionary.com says informal usage. It can be the early or main part of a period of time. It was just the shank of the evening when the party began. That is dead ass what is on dictionary.com. Okay.
If my clients are talking about the shank of the evening, they're probably talking about what stabby thing they brought out.
We might have an AJ word of the day.
I'm probably going to use that sometime.
There isn't enough evidence to determine what happened. I beg your pardon? What happens when there isn't enough evidence, in his words? You vote not guilty. That's what happens.
I hit him. I hit him. I hit him.
There was no collision. There was no collision. There was no collision.
Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all?
The DNA. Where is it? They've got nothing. Not a single piece that the Commonwealth wants you to believe cut up John's arm. How is that possible? It's not possible. The only way it's possible is if those shards never touched his arm. Because it was a dog.
Stage whisper.
You'll see from the evidence in this case that this case carries a malignancy. One that is spread through the investigation, it's spread through the prosecution from the very start, from the jump. A cancer that cannot be cut out, a cancer that cannot be cured.
Mm-hmm.
And that cancer has a name.
I love it.
His name is Michael Proctor. Now, you didn't hear his name
The cancer has
in the
a
prosecution's
name.
opening statement.
Of course not.
No, you didn't. No,
Not once.
not
course.
once.
And I suspect that was probably by design.
Mhm.
Make no mistake about it. The evidence will show in this case that Michael Proctor is the very definition of the Commonwealth's case.
Yes, he is.
He gets very excited when he talks about the cannon. Last year he said, and it was awesome.
You saw, correct?
Correct.
And what did you do in furtherance of making a determination about whether or not that was possible?
Certainly. So myself and one of our technicians at ARCA, we designed and developed a pressurized air cannon. So it was capable of firing a projectile such as a drinking glass at the taillight. So it essentially, you can think of it kind of as a giant cannon, but it had a barrel, and then there was a valve that would open rapidly.
These guys are
Directly
awesome.
behind that was a pressurized vessel.
likes the
And depending on the pressure, the PSI of that vessel, would determine essentially the speed at which that glass would be projected into the taillight.
These guys are
So you
mythbusters.
literally built a cannon?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I was in the courtroom for an hour. It took all of 30 minutes for the word bukkake to be mentioned on the official court record twice.
It's probably one of the most funniest things that have ever been said in a live courtroom setting.
All right. In any case, you were interviewed at 5:30 p.m. on February 10th, correct?
Correct.
Where did that interview take place?
At my home in Canton.
Who was present?
Who was present for that interview?
Me, my husband, Trooper Proctor, and Trooper Bukkake. Bukkake.
Buchanan.
Trooper what now?
Okay, that's a moment.
Trooper what now?
Oh,
shit, that did just fucking happen.
She did.
Sections.
You and your husband. were
Oh
interviewed
my
together,
God,
correct?
Turtle Boy must be fucking shitting a
Neither
brick
of
right
these
now
two,
and laughing and
including
trying to hide
Michael
to laugh his
Proctor,
ass off in
suggest
the
that
fucking
maybe the
car.
two of you should be separately interviewed.
Yeah, right now.
I don't recall. I don't remember.
Take place within your home.
I can't breathe.
I'm just sitting in court.
Julie Albert said bukkake.
And everyone looks at me.
For the people in chat who don't know what that means, good for you. You have managed to avoid the internet.
I literally lost my shit.
Don't Google that. Don't Google it.
Do not Google this. At least do not Google this if you're on a work computer or if you're like in a library or wherever else.
Don't Google that name she just said. That's not his name.
So that's obviously not his name.
His name is Buchanan. I named him bukkake.
Now, the interesting thing about this is that this is a term that has been being used by Turtle Boy.
And that's all I call him. And I do it so much.
Did you look up this case with Turtle Boy's coverage or?
And I named Buchanan that as a way to insult him.
Because if so, you shouldn't be doing that.
She watches the show. She can't get enough of it.
I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
All right, bloop it back because I'm dying to hear this tofu thing.
Do you agree that a brain is very soft, consistent with, for example, tofu?
Tofu?
Oh, gross. What? It is really soft.
Is it that soft? Is that the texture?
Well, it depends on what kind of
What
tofu
did
you have.
Okay.
Yes, it
What
is.
did he say?
What? My tofu queen here.
She is fucking handing him his ass.
Handing him his ass.
I mean, the thing is they actually do make tofu in different softnesses.
Okay, to be fair, tofu, if you get the really soft kind,
He
you
specifically picks a thing for like a hardness comparison that comes in different hardnesses.
He asked her if the brain had a soft consistency like
for example,
tofu, and she said, "Oh, gross."
But I felt the whole world as one. Ew. Tofu.
She's like, oh, gross.
I
That
know
was
of
it. The tofu itself was the gross part of that statement.
seasonal. Ugh.
Which tofu?
Yep. If she pleads out, it will end. If she fights it, it will be an episode.
Who's she?
I'm assuming that would be Miss Reed.
Next text, please.
Wow, I don't remember that one.
They've got some OMGs. They've got some, if she pleads out, it will end. If she fights it, it will be an episode.
Welcome
Next text,
to
please.
the episode, season 2, day 8.
She hasn't been arrested yet. How did Matt McCabe know she was going to be arrested? If she pleads out, say that, dude, that is so fucked up.
They don't have him in their lives day to day, no.
Because on July the 18th of 2014, he was brutally murdered in his driveway. Isn't that true?
That is true.
And you testified on direct that anybody in your family that had anything to do with it should be held responsible. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And that includes you, doesn't it?
Anyone who's responsible.
Anyone. She says. Anyone. Oh.
That's it? You're gonna spend 15 seconds on like, that includes you, Mrs. Adelson. You are responsible and Donna is innocent. Innocent. Not in a dollar, but oh my God, I'm sorry. I just...
Donna, did you know your lawyers were going to sit there and be like, and that means you?
How about that ending? Anyone should be held responsible. That includes you.
Wow. If we thought Charlie was under the bus, Wendy is way under the bus, and Donna is driving it over everybody. Wow.
No wonder Donna is staring at her like that, because she's like, it's about to go down. We're about to throw you right under the bus.
Wendy girl, how's it feeling under that bus?
Donna, did you know that this is what your lawyers were going to ask, ma'am? Did you tell them to go look for the email? Donna.
Now, word on these true crime streets is that Donna was offered a deal if she would give up Wendy for prosecution. Donna could go home.
Wow, could not be any more direct. Donna is definitely suggesting, heavily pinning the blame on Wendy, that Wendy did it.
And the rumor further contends that Donna turned down that offer. This is what I need to understand. Why? If you're just going to get up in court and throw your child under the bus, why don't you throw her under the bus from the comfort of the Four Seasons, where there's low carbs and high thread count sheets?
This is this is as dramatic as you will ever see in a trial. Right there. That's as dramatic. The mother just blamed the daughter and basically said, you set me up, and nobody saw that one coming.
Instead, you're going to throw your daughter under the bus and still be convicted?
Anyone should be held responsible, and that means you.
Because they want the jury thinking, was it really Wendy that did all this? She was manipulating Donna before. Is she manipulating Donna again? Is Wendy the master manipulator here? Is she the one at the center?
On that 911 call, you referred to John O'Keefe as a man passed out in the snow.
A man passed out in the snow.
You didn't say, this is my friend.
My dear friend.
I needed to get, like you said, emergency there. So
Did
I
you
wasn't
say,
going to
"This is
give
my
a
friend"?
I wasn't going to give a description and say my friend is in the snow.
Takes
I was
the
going
same
to give
amount
them
of
the
time.
information that I thought was the most important at the time.
Did
And I
you
was
say his name?
A man, my friend. Same amount of syllables.
important identifying.
You didn't say John.
Eventually in the 911, I do say his name.
She does.
You didn't initially say O'Keefe, correct?
No, none of that matters. It was a man in the snow, and I
you
wanted
didn't
help
say,
there.
And you didn't say he's a Boston police officer or an off-duty police officer.
So you determined what mattered? None of that matters. How do you are you a dispatcher at this point, ma'am?
Again, a man needed help.
Yes or no? Did you
No,
say that?
I didn't.
Do you think that might, yes or no? Do you think that might have sped things up if they knew, if the 911 operator knew that this was a fallen officer, a fellow officer?
I think 911 comes to everyone equally. I don't think they would have.
Do you think that might have been?
Oh, fuck off.
I don't think the jury believes you.
Listen, she's got family members that are in the Canton PD. She's got family members that were in the Boston PD. She knows this, what she's saying is horseshit.
If we are in the Boston area, just like in this area, you cannot tell me that you are dumb enough to know or to think that cops don't respond a little more aggressively and assertively and rapidly to a officer down call than any other fucking call.
I think 911 comes to everyone equally. No.
If you're a dear friend of a police officer and you have police in your family, you damn well know, lady, that if you call 911 and you say, I got a cop that's in trouble, I got a cop that was injured, I got a cop that's in an accident, 911 is going to step up.
I'm going to tell you, no. Like, if I say there's a homeless guy passed out on the, in the park, they will get there in like 45 give-a-shits. If I say that there's a police officer face down unconscious in the park, I probably don't have time to burp before they're rolling in with a fucking helicopter or maybe a tank.
So if you pull any cop, they would tell you that this woman's full of shit. If you make a 911 call and say, I have an injured police officer here, it's an officer down call, and everybody comes, lights and sirens, and go fast to get there.
Any of y'all ever seen one of those happen in your town where all of a sudden every cop car is screaming in one direction? Like all of them?
This guy doesn't know what he's in.
Morning, Dr. Welcher.
Good morning. We haven't been formally introduced. Your whole name?
Robert Alessi, sir.
Robert Lessie. Nice to meet you.
You will know Nice this to by meet the you. end of the day.
Okay. Any other questions?
Wow. The fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
Asserting his dominance. Oh boy, this is not going to go good.
Immediately, this guy, the cockiness. Oh, we haven't been formally introduced. Bitch, you're the witness. Sit down and shut the fuck up.
Okay. All right.
Speak when spoken to.
But you can just call me counselor.
Since when does the witness introduce themselves to the lawyer?
I've not seen an expert do that either.
Hey, we haven't been introduced. What the fuck is that? What was that?
Normally, Mr. Alessi says this is the first time meeting.
I mean, this guy just comes across. Oh, it's my fuck. It's the Judd Welch show.
Dude, don't try to power struggle with Alessi.
I'm going to be, just arrogant, man, to do something like that.
But don't try to intellectually joust with Mr. Alessi. You are going to lose.
That kind of set the tone, didn't it? That set the tone right there.
Two things stand out about that speech.
That speech.
Mr. Brennan literally just said
They are a little snarky
I
at
didn't
each other.
elicit any information about dog bites.
Yeah.
I just asked about her experience.
Let's do it again.
Question by Mr. Brennan.
That is what you said. Fuck off.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Somebody texted me and was like, this is like the ASAP Rocky trial now.
He is not fucking around. He is done.
God, they're so pissed at each other. They are so done with each other.
He's like, Brennan literally said this. He's like, I did not say that. Jackson's like, excuse me. He's like, I will not excuse you.
When are they allowed to do this? Since when are they allowed to be like, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Since when are they allowed to do that?
Guys know that in the courtroom, the attorneys do not talk to each other. The attorneys only talk to the judge. The judge talks to the attorneys.
Usually they've been professional. They sit down, they let each side make their arguments, even if they're taking personal shots at each other. Brennan wasn't going to stand for this. And the judge is like, children, relax.
There's a rule of professional conduct.
And again, he does this because he's in a lawless courtroom and he knows the judge ain't going to do shit about it. You can do whatever you want.
That is unethical. And yet we see it repeatedly. Nothing, no issue. He can get up there and argue, lie, dispute.
You know, he can stand up and object, but he can't, like, he's not supposed to get into an argument, like a slap fight with Jackson.
But this is how you know it's getting under Brennan's skin at this point.
Brennan's caught with his pants down here.
Yeah, I didn't know you could just interrupt and be like, that's not what I said. Like, this is Congress or some shit like that. Like, you just yell shit out. What?
It's embarrassing. It's like a Maury Povich show in this courtroom.
He's not supposed to address counsel directly.
But if I distribute the load and a broader load, such as hitting a taillight, it takes much more force because the load's distributed across it.
I'm going to die.
It's like if I sit on the corner of my bed. I might sink in this far when I sit on the corner of my bed. But what happens when I spread my load out, when I lay on my bed like this?
Well,
I don't sink in as far.
hopefully your wife doesn't
Has my
mind.
weight changed? And weight is basically force. No, but I've distributed it over a larger area.
Sir, do not spread your load out all over the bed.
All over the bed. Look, I have walked into my fair share of innuendo and unfortunate remarks. I don't know that I've done one quite that bad.
So for a given force, you get less sinking into the mattress.
But it's like, brother, you know what we're talking about. A car hitting an arm. Let's talk about that and that pressure.
These came from me. Funny, I'm going through his retarded client's phone. No nude so far. I hate that man. I truly hate him.
Oh my God.
That's Yannetti he's talking about.
Yep.
No nude so far. I hate that man. I truly hate him.
Sir, the fuck.
Notice he says it so fast, like, oh, maybe if I say it fast, they won't hear me. And he cannot look up. He's just ashamed. He's just staring at this paper. He knows how bad this is.
So the comment about the nudes is being made in a group text with other troopers.
And sharing it with the whole crew of state guys that are involved in this case. Now,
Hannah in the chat said it's worse than the defense made it out to be, which I didn't think was fucking possible, because when the defense said it in opening statement, I was like, what? But it's worse. They also represented it to being his high school buddies. It's not. It's a bunch of other troopers.
No nudes so far. That's the first thing you're looking for is nudes, naked pictures of her.
the other thing is he hates the lawyer. He obviously hates Karen Read. That can go to his credibility about why he would be fudging evidence and fudging testimony. He wants to just nail her. I hate her. I hate the lawyer.
Why would he hate Yannetti? Like, what is he like? What did Yannetti do? He's doing his job. He's doing his job. Give him a break.
I am looking for pedestrians. I'm looking for residents that may be backing out,
Here it is.
not aware that I'm there, and God forbid, animals.
How much of the time that you're plowing are
God forbid animals. God forbid animals.
how much
God forbid any animals. I love it.
I love that Lucky is like, I don't want to run over a pedestrian. I don't want to run over a person, but I really don't want to run over somebody's dog.
And God forbid.
how much of the time that you're
People,
plowing
like-
are you
I don't like people so much, but the dog.
Your mom never suggested any harm to Dan Markel to you, but she did want to bribe him, yes?
Yes.
Take control from him, weren't those her words?
Yes.
Aggravate him,
Yes.
scare him.
I don't remember scare him, but I believe that was part of it.
Psychologically
grief.
frustrate him.
Yes.
Take something from him.
Yes.
Show that fucker what would make him absolutely miserable.
This is a family show,
Definitely
ma'am.
not kill him, right?
Ooh, but but Donna is just a sweet granny in a pastel cardigan. She would never say the F word like that. But she did.
I mean, the defense's cross-examination uncorked a whole new prosecutor. We got to the afternoon, and this prosecutor is just like, yeah, fucker, let's go.
I don't know what the question is.
Fuck her, bitch, DeChico says. He should be fired too. Why are these thugs with badges walking around?
When they think they got somebody, regardless if they're right or not, and a lot of times they're right? Maybe I'd even hazard to say most of the time they're right. But it still is not appropriate to treat people like this and talk about people like this.
But let me tell you, sir, when this is all said and done, I'm going to have some questions for you, Trooper DeChico, about why you think it's appropriate to speak about a woman like that in text messages. I don't want to intimidate you because I know you're on the witness list, Mr. DeChico.
Oh, DeChico. Can we get you on next?
Wow.
And DeChico, we have not heard from yet. I don't think.
Yeah, let's get the Chico up there.
So we're gonna. I don't need to catch another charge. When I ask these people questions, they call it witness intimidation. But I have some questions for you, Trooper DeChico, about the language that you're using and why you think it's okay to talk like this about civilians.
And they start to just think of them as animals, basically. And it's really sad that these are supposed to be the people, protecting and serving the community and the citizens and paid by tax dollars.
Brennan hasn't earned the snark with this witness.
You done?
Yes.
If you
Again, it's like, bro, that is not it. That is not it.
There are certain times as a lawyer when you can use a remark like that.
Brennan has not earned that snark with this witness.
I'm going to go with the gut instinct for 99% of lawyers is never.
This witness is not snarking at him. This witness is answering his questions completely neutral.
Never do I have enough swag, enough riz, enough credibility with the jury to pull a fucking stunt like that.
Are you done?
You done?
Are you done?
Are you done?
Looking at this case is not even good for your health if you have any knowledge of the law and the Constitution, because it's so absolutely beyond belief as to how this can be happening in a court of law.
Karen Reed could be you. Karen Reed could be me. Karen Reed could be your sister, my sister, your daughter, your best friend, your wife.
This could literally be any of us. This could be any of us sitting right there. And the fact that the judge is even against the woman.
And if this can happen to Karen Reed in Massachusetts, this can happen to any one of you. You should be scared. You should be calling Kay Willis. She's a realtor south of Boston. Get the hell out of there, because this is where your constitutional rights have gone to die.
During the pendency from that night until today, it's fair to say there are many times where you have been intimidated, isn't it?
No.
You've been threatened? What?
No.
What? You were aware, sir, that you were being threatened by an online blogger?
I was not.
You see Karen Reed's face of like, what? What?
As an attorney, you have to bring up only things you believe are truthful. So how does Brendan getting this out there, saying he was threatened by an online blogger to be exposed?
They're not allowed to say the name, but we know which online blogger they're talking about here, right?
Oh, you were threatened by Turtle Boy?
Turtle Boy.
Turtle Boy.
Turtle Boy.
Turtle Boy. Turtle Boy.
You may have heard this blogger before. His name is Turtle Boy.
You want to put in a Turtle Boy piece? They know. The camera knows.
The cameraman has decided that the focus will be the blogger.
Camera knows.
Standing in the courtroom as a member of the media in this case.
Look at him. He's all bemused.
Though they have not said Turtle Boy's name, I presume that that's exactly who they're talking about.
I was relying on what he provided
This
in
isn't
his
on
report.
Dr. Welcher. I'm asking you.
Objection. It is on Dr. Welcher.
No, it's not.
Okay, so jurors, disregard that exchange between counsel. Next question.
Oh, the kids are fighting.
This isn't on Dr. Welcher. Objection. It is on Dr. Welcher. It is not. Nuh-uh. Yeah-huh.
This isn't on Dr. Welcher. This is on Dr. Welcher. All right, children, stop.
I know you are, but what am I?
Don't come at me later and start, oh, well, what if it changes? Well, what if it fucking changes?
I'm
It
going off
changes-
what Dr. Welcher said.
Yeah,
That's your expert.
yeah, yeah.
So if I'm wrong, that means he's wrong.
Yep. And I guess we got to do all this shit again.
Again, I haven't reviewed anything that indicates that there was a different orientation that Dr. Welcher suggested.
You're a scientist, right? You can think.
That was snarky as fuck.
I'm asking you.
You can think, oh my gosh, guys, this is...
I'm asking you.
You can think?
Just a general question. Over here.
What
Change the
an
result.
asshole.
If you bend the
Over
arm-
here, he did the same thing. Over here, over here.
He is so unprofessional.
He's so rude.
And I don't care how skilled you are, how frustrated you are. You're a scientist. You can think, and then says over here, and she says nothing.
He's not been chastised, admonished, nothing whatsoever. Bev has no control over his misbehavior, so he continues to engage in it.
You got the judge in your corner right now.
She just tolerates this.
Well, because he runs roughshod over her, because what you allow continues, and she just allows it. It's like she has no control over this courtroom.
Pretty much just like you see with an indulged child. If you have no boundaries with a child, what do you get? You get a spoiled, bratty kid. And that's what we're seeing in this courtroom.
Anything less than presenting that to the jury at this point would be to perpetrate an intentional fraud on this jury. Ms. Reed is entitled to more. She's entitled to better. She's entitled to the evidence.
All right, thank you. Mr. Brennan.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jackson. Good night.
Mr. Brennan.
Shut up, Brennan.
Oh, God. I have to hear him talk now. Go ahead, lie to us.
So I took measurements of myself. I'm actually wearing the same make and size shoes as Mr. O'Keefe, the same brand of jeans as Mr. O'Keefe.
None of these things are relevant, by the way. Like whether you're wearing the same brand of jeans is completely freaking irrelevant.
The same brand and size shirt of Mr. O'Keefe. You see the Lexus
I don't like it.
in the background.
He's dressed literally in John O'Keefe's clothing.
Wow, he really did the full commitment here. Same brand of jeans as, okay, I don't even know what brand of jeans they were. He bought those Nikes. Did they have a black sole or a white sole? I'm not sure.
This is really strange. I've never seen anything about accident reconstruction where somebody's actually trying to dress up like a murder victim. This is really creepy.
And he stood there with a ruler next to his vehicle in the same clothing, same brand of jeans. This is so creepy.
Emily, do you have legal commentary?
The-
No, I'm uncomfortable.
We have matched the height to the Lexus.
See, he got a hat that John O'Keefe was wearing. He got the same exact shirt, same exact jeans, same exact sneakers, and he's about the same height and weight of John O'Keefe.
So you're dressing up as a murder victim and you're the expert?
So he's plugging himself into the equation as though he is John O'Keefe.
I had thoughts when I saw the color of the shirt, and then it got weird.
Same shoes, same jeans. You want to be John O'Keefe. You wish you were John O'Keefe.
But he said he's about a half inch shorter than John O'Keefe and a couple pounds heavier. So basically, he makes the perfect person to use for the demonstration.
That's just really bizarre. Why wouldn't you have like a crash dummy? You said there's no restriction on what you could do, so you wanted to become like the stunt man for this?
Not only did he buy an exemplar Lexus, but he bought the same brand shirt, the same brand jeans, the same brand sneakers, put them all on the bill, except for Mr. whatever your name is, Dr. So-and-so. You're not wearing a hoodie. And he was wearing a hoodie over his t-shirt. Even we know that. Were you wearing your Garmin watch or did you put on an Apple Watch for the healthcare data associated with this? Is wackadoo.
No, chat. I have never seen anything like this. I have never. No. I don't know. No.
Again, I agree with everybody that's saying it is a little weird that he dressed like John O'Keefe. I think that's absolutely weird. But I do think using something of the same height and weight-ish as John O'Keefe to show that it is even possible for the taillight to line up with the arm is an important first step. Unfortunately for the Commonwealth, that's the only step really that they took and proved.
So now I'm wearing, in addition, the same shirt.
There's a hoodie.
Same type of sweatshirt.
Oh my
And
God, this
actually
is so creepy. Like it's got the same exact, did he borrow the clothes from evidence? Look, he's got the same sweatshirt. He's got the same logo on the back of the t-shirt. I am so creeped out by, I've never seen an expert witness do that in my entire 3-decade career of dealing with experts ever.
Talked quite a bit about Dr. Welcher's test with the paint, so I want to ask you some questions about that.
Sure.
Were you ever under the impression that Dr. Welcher was trying to reenact the actual collision when he did that blue test?
Now is where Hank Brennan is going to decide to nuke his own case.
Brennan is so over his head. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's actually bearing his own case.
He was holding a glass. He was dressed as the victim. He was completely dressed as the victim. So based on the cosplay, yes, I thought he was LARPing what happened in the accident.
Pretty clearly, that's what he intended to do.
If he wasn't, then what is the fucking point?
If he wasn't intending to model this, then there's no reason to do it, and there's no support for his conclusion.
What would be the fucking point of it and its relevance?
What else do you think he's doing?
I'm going to lose my shit. If your proposition is that he was not trying to reenact the test becomes legally irrelevant.
But also, based on everything that he did, yes, I thought he was trying to recreate it. I thought he was trying to reenact it. Yes, I did.
If it was just random musings, what the fuck is it being doing as an exhibit in this case? What kind of fucking bullshit is this?
If it's not trying to recreate what happened to John O'Keefe, then you're trying to mislead the jury.
Kurt, did you put your hat on so that we couldn't see the steam coming out of your ears as easily, as readily? I'm going to allow it.
Bet you are.
Well, that was the only test he performed, and he referenced that test for his opinion that the position and orientation of the lacerations are consistent with the taillight cover. So if that test was not intended to signify or demonstrate the position of the arm, he has no evidence to say the position and orientation of the arm in the lacerations, which are abrasions, are consistent with the taillight cover. That's the only test he did. So if it doesn't represent that, it's really meaningless in his analysis and conclusions.
If his test didn't demonstrate that, he did nothing. His testimony was completely worthless.
He's like, are you saying your own expert's test is actually just hot garbage? Because I'll agree with you. But like, then what are you doing here, Brennan?
So they spent nearly $400,000 of taxpayer money to hire someone to dress up and look like John and paint his arm blue.
Oh boy.
Which told you exactly nothing.
Oh, oof, this was a gut shot.
Love it.
He says $400,000 of taxpayer money
to dress up and look like John,
to paint your arm blue.
Mic drop, sit down. Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
I mean, you got to remember, I'm from Florida, folks. I didn't have to pay for this trial. These people are taxpayers.
Mr. O'Keefe thrust backwards. Is that what you determined looking at his head injury?
Whoa. You've been talking to her for 0 minutes and now you're getting into thrusting. Sir, you can't just go with, hi, what's your name, and then directly into discussing thrusting. You got to have some warm up. You got to have some discussion. You know.
Did you have an opinion looking at his wound that he was thrust backwards?
Thrust.
What do you mean thrust?
Yes,
His body went backwards. There may have been some applied force to it.
Like he was
I don't
punched
know
or pushed?
about thrust. I'm asking if you have an opinion. Your words. Do
We
do
know
have an
you don't
opinion
know about thrust,
about
Hank.
thrust?
We wish your fucking mom didn't know about thrust.
Do you have an opinion about thrust? I feel like lots of people have an opinion about thrust.
She never said thrust. You said thrust.
Your words. You said thrust 3 times. Not her words. Your words.
About thrust?
All right, so that's where we're at today.
What do you mean?
Unless it's in her report somewhere.
Did the forensic pathology diagnosis mean Mr. O'Keefe's body was thrust backward?
If you want to say thrust as indicating movement, that it went backwards, then you could say it was thrust.
May I approach?
Yes.
Must be in her report.
So it is in her report. All right, Brennan, I apologize. It is her words. Absolutely apologize.
Oh, God.
Better for users or better for law enforcement? Or better for Jennifer McCabe? Sweetie, honey, sweetie baby. What?
So yeah. See, we're just trying to make the tools better for Jennifer McCabe. That's who you're trying to make your tools better for. Jennifer McCabe.
Yes, I think Jen McCabe is a liar.
Jennifer McCabe, you know you're guilty. Everybody knows you're guilty. You're not just some soccer mom. Stop it.
I know she's just a normal soccer mom out here doing soccer mom things with some peanut butter and bread frozen in the back seat. So, because that's the thing we do.
You were there to vindicate a cop killer. Yes, I am saying that I believe Jen McCabe to be a cop killer. That is my opinion. If she had the means to help him, she understood that he was out there. She Googled how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. She had every intention of leaving him out there to die, which makes her, in my opinion, a fucking cop killer since that cop died.
I don't believe that Karen Reed ever even thought about Ho's longing to die in the cold. I believe that was all Jen McCabe.
The giant conspiracy of Karen Reed. John O'Keefe was not hit by a car, and a car did not hit John O'Keefe, and that has nothing to do with your shitty cell phone forensics program.
And then,
Yeah, he swings and he misses.
she lands potentially the haymaker of all haymakers.
When you were doing differential diagnosis, did you look at any information that would tell you what the speed of that impact may have been or allegedly was?
Well, it didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter.
You see how matter of fact, yeah, well, I didn't look at that because I know the car didn't hit him.
This is when Brennan gets spiked on.
Mic drop.
That was like a shocker type moment.
When I said she wasn't trying to force information into her answer, we have walked past that door now.
It didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter. Queen Elizabeth Lopezada, what do you think she goes by? Betsy, Liz, Betty? I'll allow all of it.
This is when Brennan gets absolutely spiked on.
It didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter.
Of course you didn't look at speed. It doesn't matter, you dumbass. He wasn't hit by a car.
Your case has been decimated. The bombs are going off.
Do you have any bandages and maybe some whipping cream? Because it's chafing real bad. It hurts real bad.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. I mean, that's brutal.
He's only got himself to blame.
And you are done here.
So you thought you were going to come and flex and get somewhere?
Doesn't really matter what the data says, how fast the car was going. It just didn't hit him.
Here's a flex for you. Here's a flex for you. It didn't hit him, so the speed doesn't matter. There's a flex for you, Hank.
Didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter. I could say that all day. Didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter. Somebody please clip that and just put it on loop.
She always forms it with like, so after she hit him with the car, did she flee the scene? Was this before or after you hit him with the car? And he tries to pull it with her.
And it turns out she's a solid brick wall you just ran right into, isn't she?
And she just fucking owned him.
Dr. Elizabeth Lopezada is here, and she has saved the day.
Do you know Catherine Magbanua? Who was she to Charlie?
She was a person that he had dated.
Did he have a lot of girlfriends that kind of came and went?
He had a lot of girlfriends, and they all looked somewhat similar.
And she's like, were you close with any of Charlie's girlfriends? And Wendy was like, I mean, he had a whole bunch of girlfriends. They all kind of looked alike.
Excuse me.
You what's
That is insulting.
Which, by the by, I had not noticed that. But if you think about it, a lot of his girlfriends looked a whole bunch alike.
We all just look alike.
Okay, he had a type. Good for him.
That was a dig at Charlie. He's got a type. He's got a type, Charlie. They all looked alike. All his girlfriends looked alike. Swiper, no swiping.
And so she's like, I mean, I didn't even really know them like that. Bam, you see this picture right here? This is you and one of Charlie's girlfriends, Katie McBanawa, the go-between, and Katie's friend.
Putting them in the picture together with co-conspirators, right? You can see how all of this is coming together.
I did not know I was being required to testify a certain way. I was also at the time dealing with the loss of my wife.
Oh, sir.
I was not paying any attention to any social media.
It's like I didn't give a fuck what was going on online.
But you are aware during the
Sorry for your loss, but.
Sorry for your loss, but.
Sorry for your loss, but.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're really sorry, aren't you?
He doesn't have a gentle touch.
And Hank will be a total.
The most egregious thing that Hank did today
was to dismiss the death of Lucky's wife.
It's too early to use the words Hank will be very.
Just when you thought the weasel couldn't go any lower, he goes lower.
Hank is going to Hank on this one. Hank is going to Hank.
Brendan doesn't understand the jury is feeling sorry for this guy.
This was the moment Hank lost the jury.
Everything Brennan asks from here is just kind of done.
It's game over. You've lost, Brennan.
It's going to make so many people mad because everybody loves Lucky.
To me, it was one of the most heartless things.
That's bullshit. I hope Hank stubs his toe every single morning getting out of bed for the rest of his life.
You're telling me Brendan didn't know he lost his wife?
Everyone knows that Lucky lost his wife. How dare you?
And then runs into his coffee table and his shin hurts.
This is Brennan being an absolute shit, and Lucky does not deserve this.
You couldn't even be like, oh, I'm really sorry for your loss.
You pause. You wait.
Wait, pause. Maybe a pause.
Because the way he said it is just like, I'm sorry for your loss, but that's really inconvenient for me right now.
Sorry for your loss, but I'm trying to lynch a woman over here, an innocent woman. And I need your help. You got to say the turtle boy pressured you.
My feeling about Lucky, he does. He exudes sincerity.
And this motherfucker held the line. This is the most honest person in Canton, Lucky Loughran.
Did you receive criticism that over 17 hours
from the media?
There was an effort to have you come to the scene, but you refused?
Somebody wrote a hit piece on her when they were trying to get her removed from office, and
the media spins things, Mr. Brennan. You know that.
now you look stupid, Brennan.
There was, going louder.
Did you get criticism from who? The media?
It's incorrect. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, and you frightened her. Judge Canoni, get your shit together. You're scaring our queen.
Okay. Hold on for a second.
Jury
loves her. Jury loves her.
It got a laugh in the courtroom. The jury loves her. This is me. I'm thinking it, babes. Do you think so? How can you not love her?
The whole courtroom laughed at, I didn't mean to scare you.
Look at her. That's how I look every fucking morning when I turn on the television and I see Judge Canoni at the bench just ruling reckless bullshit. I go, I'm scared. I'm scared of her.
I didn't mean to scare you. You've been scaring us for years.
That's funny.
It was untrue. It was printed in the newspaper. We looked up all the phone records and provided it to the newspapers and showed that nobody called me to go. I would have gone if I needed to. I had my investigator there. It was just bullshit. No, it was erroneous.
It was what?
Was there other criticisms in 2005?
She's like, oop, I'm sorry. Well done, Queen Labasada.
Absolutely not. It was bullshit. Oops, oopsies. Because I wouldn't curse because she's a lady, okay?
Well, Brennan, you've now given this witness multiple delightful moments in court.
This is bullshit.
Was there other criticisms in 2005
as if
before
you
you
can't
left the
like
office?
her enough.
It was just bullshit. Erroneous.
I'm asking you, not nobody.
Yeah,
You, excuse me.
So go ahead and ask the question.
Doctor.
Jackson. Let him cook. Let this witness go. This is not a witness you need to worry about. Look at his face. He's like, bring it.
Yo, mofo, he didn't come to play. He didn't come to play your little games, spanky danky.
Go ahead and ask the question.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Bring it, guy. Bring it.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Dr. Rentschler,
Nobody knows. You don't know either.
before this jury, have
Rentschler, you
no
put up with the shit.
idea where the point of impact was of this collision, do you?
That's correct. There's no evidence.
Whoops. Brennan just keeps punching himself in the junk. There's no evidence. Oh, Brennan. Damn.
Who said it's the Boston Tea Party in this courtroom? Y'all, 10 out of 10, chat.
Karen Reed is clearly how do you put this?
Karen is being coquette, she's being coy, she's being flirtatious.
She definitely wanted to do something inappropriate with him. Okay. I think that's pretty clear from the text messages. You don't have to be a genius.
And she's like, oh, Big Neck Daddy Higgins, he's nice, kind of. And she gets his number and they're texting, and all she's looking for is someone to say you're smart and pretty. So Karen, note to self, we got to pick him a little better, babe.
She is like, hey, maybe you won't be like Mr. Forever, but you could maybe be like Mr. 15 minutes.
Okay, when who's going to tell us we're smart and pretty? Because you ended up with a stage 5 clinger.
And he just like goes immediately stage 5 clinger.
And then she was like, oopsie doops, this made me uncomfy.
As the days progress, you see that interest of Karen Reed wanes.
I actually don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to have to go over the same things and you ask me the same 3 questions every day and then tell me you're hot, Karen.
Higgins is being such a pussy. Like, if you're going to go for it, just go for it. Yes, you're going to trample over another guy.
It doesn't become that stale for Brian Higgins. It just doesn't. It seems like he's much more interested.
I feel like you're not really saying what's on your mind.
Yes, she is saying what's on her mind, and she gets really, really particular.
Bro, read between the lines.
Do you like me? Yes, clearly. Come over to my house. When? When works for you? Whoever, whenever. When works for you? I asked you first. I think you're messing with me. I'm glad you came over tonight. Me too. Ball's in your court. What do you want, Karen? You look great tonight.
It's a whole lot of words that don't communicate shit. And they both do it. It's horrible.
Yeah, she's being a woman. She's being very feminine. And he's being feminine back. And 2 feminines don't work. You gotta have a masculine in there somewhere.
It came off like flirtatious and a guy who wants his buddy's girl and never thought he had a chance now feels like he has a chance and wants to partake. That's what it seems like to me.
Do you recall a text from Brian Higgins to John O'Keefe after they left Waterfall? Where are you at?
I don't recall that one either.
You also recognized that Brian Higgins certainly had the means to commit the crime, correct?
No, I don't.
He's a big guy.
What do you mean, no, you
certainly
don't?
had the physical ability to get into a physical altercation with John O'Keefe, correct?
Objection.
I'll allow that.
They talk about how Higgins is a big guy, former military ATF agent, sparring with Brian Albert. Of course, Proctor says, well, he was just playing around. It was playful. It almost sounded scripted the way he was saying it.
Just because he's a big guy doesn't mean doesn't have the means or the motive to hurt Mr. O'Keefe.
I wouldn't ask.
They were
That
friends.
Wasn't the question.
I'm asking about means.
If they're friends, he wouldn't be
Could he
making
do
out
it?
with his girl.
Could he throw a punch? Knock
This
a
is not
guy down, knock a
Vanderpump
guy
Rules.
out.
And you're saying he was his friend? He wouldn't have hurt him? Dude, he's hitting on his friend's girl. He wants the real deal with her. You saw that in the messages that he brought you on February 10th. But you don't think he's got motive because he's friends with John O'Keefe?
No, the means. He's saying, could this guy win the fight? Could he punch him hard enough to, kill him? Could he beat the crap out of the guy? And he's like, it's like, just answer the question. Don't misinterpret the question, apparently intentionally.
I can't speak to his fighting ability, sir.
Well, you've met him.
Really? You couldn't speak to a giant guy who is also a cop.
Did you see video of him playing grab ass in the bar with Brian Albert, doing their moves, doing their wrestling moves? You realize that he's an ATF agent, right? So I'm assuming he's got a gun.
Like, you don't think a cop could win a fight? Christ, Michael Proctor is, you take a sack of garbage and you tie it off with a necktie and this is what you get.
Please proceed.
Did you say it would
Say.
backfire?
Yes, those are my words.
And what did you mean by backfire?
I don't remember, but I can
gonna
read
affect the
there
kids.
below what I was saying.
Hello? Anyone?
Did it
Bueller?
have to do with this will give him ammunition to pursue things in court?
I might have meant that. At
What
the
about
time.
affecting
Did
the
your mom
kids?
respect your decision not to use her suggestions?
The children are being raised in a certain faith. All of a sudden, they're changing faiths? They're going to be very, very confused as to what is happening.
I mean, she had to have, right? I'm a grown up.
Did you hear?
She said,
She kept pushing though, didn't she?
She was suggesting other.
Hold on. I gotta run that back. Y'all hear her? She said, this prosecutor is petty. She said, I'm an adult, right? The prosecutor said,
Georgia said what a lot of us are thinking when she went, huh?
The prosecutor went,
I think I had the literal same exact reaction when she said this live.
She kept pushing though, didn't she?
Donna is not thinking at all about the children. All she's thinking about is herself.
Prosecutor's asking Wendy, you know, your mom needs to respect your decision. And Wendy's like, yeah, I'm an adult. She needs to respect my decision.
Sure, it's broken like that, and I've never seen a case where you get these types of abrasions.
I didn't ask you that.
Well, he's going to tell you anyway.
Oops. Well, I answered it that way.
Is that funny?
No, it's not funny.
He didn't even laugh. He like kind of smirked. He didn't even laugh.
Is that funny?
Fuck bag.
No, it's not funny.
You're funny. You're funny. I think you're funny, Hank.
I'm going
I think your
to
questions are
strike
stupid.
the comment. Next question.
So do I amuse you, Hank? Huh? How am I funny, Hank? Huh? You stuttering prick.
He's like, it's not funny. And I was like, yes, it is. This is hilarious, actually.
I would have loved for him to say, "Yeah, it kind of was actually. It kind of was funny. Honestly, this whole thing you're doing is pretty ridiculous."
I love
Am I
it.
funny? Ha. How am I funny?
Next question, Mr. Brennan. No more
Admonish
comments.
him.
When
She's told Brennan no more comments twice now in this, if not 3 times in this cross-examination.
No more comments, Mr. Brennan. And within 5 minutes, of course, we have more comments.
This is exactly what they've been discussing at sidebar, in my opinion. The constant badgering, the constant nasty, snarky comments that he's making about to every witness that the defense has called, that the judge is allowing because she has zero control over her courtroom, despite the fact that she's Kim Jong-un. She has zero control over Hank Brennan. Why? The world is watching.
Do you notice how Jackson is now speaking up more in front of the jury? And he does it immediately after Brennan says something snarky.
And normally I would be like, Jackson, you can't just yell over the court, but it seems to be the only way that the court is going to say anything to Brennan.
And he's right. And he's highlighting it for the jury. So they see it and they see he's pissed off. And they then hear the judge saying, no more comments, sustained, strike that. Incredibly important for the jury to hear all of that in that sequence.
This is not the way ethical prosecutors behave, you guys. It's just not. It's just not. And I'm sorry if I get wicked mad, but I get wicked mad because this hurts my soul. This hurts my soul to watch this go on and to watch this clown show happen in America in 2025. It hurts my soul.
Because it's wild.
And this should not be happening.
This case is like a super onion with so many layers. The more you peel back, you're like, what is actually happening? It was a media circus, extremely high profile, and our very own Ian Whiffen was kind of the ringmaster at times of that circus.
He was the ringmaster of the circus? I'm sorry, what? Ian Whiffen was the ringmaster of the Karen Reed circus?
Although I think the categorization of it being somewhat circusy is okay, at no point would I have thought of any of the people that were in that trial that he was the ringleader or ringmaster.
The ringleader? Like that's He's definitely not the ringleader of either side of this circus. If anything, he's like one of the acts at the circus, I guess. Trapeze artist or something. I don't know.
He was a clown, though. He was definitely one of the. He was a clown.
No, he was a laughing stock when he was on the stand. No one really understood what he said, but everyone understood that he had to go back home and change his product because his product showed a result he didn't like.
Also very weird to say. So like he was like the leader, the puppet master of all this. Like, come on.
So the rumor that's flying is that the Crash Daddies are in the house.
Day 28 with Dr. Crash Daddy Wolf.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Gird your loins, chat. You know why?
Must be Dr. Wolf time. Dr. Wolf time.
Today is ARCA Day.
We're supposed to start at 9, but you know how it is.
So are we tired? Yes.
Time drifts. Clocks are off. And so...
Are we ready? Yes.
Who knows what time it is, really?
The moment we've all been waiting for. Crash Daddy Dr. Wolf from ARCA got on the stand.
He is the reconstruction expert that Action Jackson brought in.
Nice.
There's going to be lots of background training and experience. There's going to be a very thirsty chat. Look, I brought 2 water bottles today because we've got to stay hydrated. Chat, we have to stay hydrated.
What education, training, and background do you have?
Y'all thirsty as hell.
Allows you to perform the duties that you've described for these jurors in terms of accident reconstruction and human factors analyses?
We'll go back to 2012. I received a Bachelor of Science in Engineering from James Madison University.
We're starting with the educational part. Interesting. Compare and contrast.
Dynamics, fluid mechanics, your engineering sciences. Subsequent to that, I then went on to pursue my PhD.
Sir, if you start talking about fluid mechanics, the chat is going to lose it. It is too early. It is too early for fluid mechanics, Dr. Wolf.
Through the introduction of various fluids, we can then modulate the amount of visible light and electromagnetic energy. I ended up prototyping these structures with a 3D printer that was capable of printing 3D printable polymers.
All right, I'm gonna be thirsty too. Just come on. I want to have so many beers with him. The smart glass is so freaking cool. And he does the 3D printer stuff. The nerd in me is so happy.
So he said my name correctly. He said Dever. And
That's my mistake. Let's see. Like, you want me to repeat the question so I get that right?
Mr. Jackson, let's go.
Don't cut off Mr. Jackson, okay?
So he said my name correctly. He said Dever. And
He said my name correctly. He said Dever.
I have never in my life seen a witness get so upset. First of all, he pronounced my name correctly, unlike you. Second of all he said was, I'm dying. I am dying.
She is definitely doing it to be a jerk in this situation, to try and make him look bad.
The fact that she corrected Jackson from the witness stand is unprecedented, folks.
What a bitch.
like you can't remember my name. I don't remember.
I can remember your name.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can't remember my name. I don't remember.
I can remember.
Whoa.
Okay, so the answer is I don't remember. No comment.
Damn! Just like you don't remember my name, I don't remember. Well, the difference, honey, is that your name doesn't matter at all.
Whose name I'm already Teaver, Denver, Dover, Deaver, my brain has already buffered.
Boston police officer Kelly, don't call her Deaver, Dever.
Officer Deveray.
Nobody gives a shit who you are or how your name is pronounced.
I mean, DeVere.
You are not actually the main character in any of this.
I mean, deviled eggs.
Like you're not the important person. Nobody cares what your name is.
I mean, whatever her name is, who cares?
You're immaterial.
No comments.
More than that, Judge. I think we all.
All right, so no comments. Just.
And he's clapping back at the judge, Jackson. And now the judge is talking over Jackson, clapping back at the judge. We're doing that one more time. Too many people were talking.
Do you recall a motion being filed by Dan Markell that we referred to as the grandma motion?
No.
the grandma motion, which they call the grandma motion, which was Dan Markel's request of the court to not allow Donna Adelson around his children without supervision because he was making the allegation that she was defaming him. She was putting him down in front of his own children.
Did Dan Markel in March 26th of 2014 file a motion seeking to preclude your mother from having unsupervised contact with your kids?
I don't remember him filing that motion. But it sounds like if it's a motion you have a name for, then it exists.
And in that motion,
Okay, that
do you recall, or does it
just maybe the biggest BS of all? You don't recall that motion?
She's full of shit. There's no way she doesn't remember Dan filing the grandparent motion. There's not a chance.
Nothing would piss off Mama Donna more than supervised visitation with the grandchildren.
But really important, the grandma motion that has to do with Donna Adelson and her visitation with the children that the state is, creating this entire theory around, right? So that motion gets filed. They're still fighting this case all the way up on till when Dan Markel was killed. And guess what?
The boys were telling him, Grandma says you're stupid, Grandma says she hates you, and as a result, he was concerned about your mom alienating the kids or turning the kids against him.
I remember hearing about this motion.
Okay.
From your lawyers?
And that is a motion that was never got to be heard, right?
Which was never heard.
Because he was killed.
Because, yes.
The grandma motion was never heard by the court, never litigated, because why? Dan Markel died.
We received a question from the jurors. If we find not guilty on 2 charges but can't agree on 1 charge, is it a hung jury on all 3 charges or just 1 charge?
Okay, so Solomon, the question was, if we have a verdict on 2 of the charges and we're hung on 1 of the charges, what are we supposed to do? Is that a hung jury for all the charges? This is exactly the situation that the first jury found themselves in.
I think what they're saying is we're fucking hung on the OUI.
This is so crazy. It's almost like they literally watched everybody talk about the case. This was the question the last jury did not ask. But once again, those 2 charges should not have even ever been here. The last jury did the same thing. That's crazy.
They're hung on maybe DUI, and therefore they're hung on charge 2, but they have a verdict on charge 1 and charge 3.
It's a theoretical question, and we don't answer theoretical questions. I tell the jurors that they're not to be concerned with the consequences of their verdict, and that's exactly what they're doing here. So I would propose just writing simply, this is not a question I can answer on this, and sending it back.
No, you need to tell the jury if you have rendered verdicts, then you need to fill out those verdicts, given that that came back before the other questions.
So this question of if we just hang on count 2 and we're not guilty on 1 and 3, is it hung on all counts?
Then I think we should ask if this question has been resolved. You heard what Jackson said. That changes literally everything.
I think she should give them some instruction. I really do, that so they know that that each case is individual and they're to make a decision on each count.
We're going to end up in the exact same position that we were in last year.
There are other steps that can be taken to perhaps.
Doesn't she say, and they vote?
First step down the wrong path is to say, throw our hands up and say, well, we can't answer that question. Well, we know we can answer.
So I don't know if I want to put you in an uncomfortable position, Ms. Giannetti. I'm inclined to answer the question the way I stated.
Could we have 2 minutes to confer with counsel, Joe?
1 minute. How about 1 minute? You guys are 10 minutes late.
We just need 1 minute. Thank you.
1 minute. Oh my Lord.
I mean, that's so annoying that she wouldn't give them 2 minutes. Like, what kind of joke is that?
And she's giving them half the time because you are late.
2 minutes for criminal defense attorney team to confer with counsel, and she's like, you can have 1 minute.
You know you can't have 2. You can only have 1. Oh, for heaven's sake.
What world are we living in? Like, I don't know. Could you imagine that, Dad? Like, asking for 2 minutes and the judge saying, no, you can only have one. Like, that's crazy.
She's late every day. Getting days off.
She's got to show she's in control. So even if it means that she cuts them 1 minute, it shows, look, I'm the boss and you're not going to tell me what to do.
Jesus. So you guys know what happened the first time, right?
This is exactly the situation that the first jury found themselves in.
Well. They don't know whether she's DUI or not. Good Lord.
Like, it's so clear. If you take all 4 questions in context, they're not guilty on 1 and 3, and they're hung right now or arguing about OUI.
There's people that are willing to hang the jury over DUI. Is pretty much what it sounds like.
I mean, that's what everything is pointing to. We don't know that to be a fact.
They're hung on maybe DUI, and therefore they're hung on charge 2, but they have a verdict on charge 1 and charge 3.
We don't know that to be true, but that's what everything is pointing to. So why take the tools out of their hands to give a verdict? I don't understand
that. You fucking asshole.
Do you know how this tail light shard got there?
You know
how it got there?
Yes.
That wasn't part of my analysis. There are certainly different possibilities of how that actually occurred.
Exhibit 990.
Oh, Brennan, don't ask him.
Tell us some possibilities, Andy. Tell us the possibilities.
Did you know he was wearing a hat that night?
I did, yes.
Okay. And did you consider how that hat ended up on the ground in front of 34 Fairview?
Yeah, I did.
No, sir, that was not part of my biomechanical analysis. There's a number of ways a hat can end up in a yard.
Mm-hmm. Is one of those ways being in a collision with a Lexus?
I suppose that's a possibility, or someone could put it there. I mean, there's a number of different possibilities as to when or how a hat may appear in a yard.
Who do you think put it there?
Your mom? I have no idea. I haven't seen any evidence of how it got there. And
here we go. Could have been put there. And Hank Brennan, I mean, to me, just not a good, this does not help you to ask this question.
Or someone could have put it there. You want to keep digging? Let's go. Bring it.
Frankly, it's immaterial to a biomechanical analysis.
Do you have a theory you want to share with us about planting evidence? Is that what we're getting at, sir?
Oh, Hank, you little pimp.
I hate
this
guy. Is the one that just brought up planting evidence.
Oh, shit.
Hank Brennan just
Hank
brought
Brennan
up
said planting evidence. Yes.
Holy shit.
Hank is just leaning all the way in.
Was Mr. Proctor there when you arrived?
Mr. Proctor was there walking in with me.
When you went in with Mr. Proctor that morning, who did you meet?
We went in,
Mr. Proctor, Mr. Proctor, Mr. Proctor, Mr. Proctor. I mean, the defense is going to call him former Trooper Proctor. Mr. Proctor, Mr. Proctor. I mean, the fact that the Commonwealth isn't saying fucking Proctor at this point is restrained.
Mr. Proctor, indeed. Mr. Proctor. Yeah. Why Mr. Proctor? Hey, well, yeah, let's ask that question.
Brennan continued to call Michael Proctor Mr. Proctor, not Trooper Proctor, not former Trooper Proctor, not even Michael Proctor, but Mr. Proctor throughout most of this direct examination. And it was loud and clear to everybody that watched trial number 1 and that knows everything about this case. But was it clear to a jury who's just hearing this case for the first time?
Basically, police and obviously extracted a bunch of phones.
They don't use evidence bags. Come on, this is stock footage. What a joke. Great stock footage because we know that the MSP can't be. They don't use evidence bags. Cue more stock footage. Cue more stock footage.
Oh, look at all this. Look at this.
Validating, verifying, testing, researching.
I mean, just look at this. Just the graphics. They're like, ooh, well, this guy must be important. He's got gloves on. He's going through a cell phone with gloves. And look at this one. Bro, like, look at this. Look at this.
Not just which artifacts exist, but which are the important
Bro,
ones.
look at all those wires and shit. They got to know what they're talking. I mean, this is legit. I've never seen so many wires. Look at them. And they're all plugged into shit. All of them. They're connected, dude. This is like real shit. This is serious shit. Look at all them wires.
Like, why would they show this? Why would they show a fucking guy with gloves on?
Which are the ones that you really need to spend additional time
What is
validating, verifying,
It's so
testing,
bootleg.
researching?
That on July 19th, 2022, you and Kevin Albert have been out drinking together?
Help me. Help me. Please, someone help me. This is not good for my mental health at this point. Holy God.
It does. In fact, the two of you got so drunk that Kevin Albert left his badge in your cruiser and couldn't find his gun the next morning. Right?
What?
Objection.
Overruled.
Great.
I can't speak to any level of intoxication, but I don't recall either of us being intoxicated.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so you're saying that your cop buddy just loses his gun randomly? Like, is that, because your cop buddy lost his badge and his gun. Is he just forgetting these things all over the place? Or, because, like, here, drunk is actually the better exploit. No, it isn't, because you shouldn't be getting smashed with your badge and your gun. Like, that's not okay.
You texted Kevin Albert, quote, found your badge in my cruiser this morning, end quote, correct?
Yes.
Then you texted him, I can leave it in my locker at the gym, drop it off at your station, or leave it in my mailbox, correct?
Correct.
Kevin Albert responds, my mailbox. Did I take my gun? And then included a wince face emoji, correct?
Correct.
So the fact of the matter is, you two got so drunk that he couldn't find his badge and had to ask you the next morning where his gun was, right?
What in the
Well,
super
you
troopers?
have- I mean, think about the lawsuit. I'm just thinking about the people that want to get out of jail. Think about the people that were wrongfully incarcerated for however many years based on their data that they now are admitting was wrong, because now it is way better. It's way better that we just took the whole timestamp away. It's way better.
The validation and testing is something that he describes as his benchmark for fixing something. Yet the conclusion got worse. And the conclusion is we have no idea what time this thing occurred.
Jeff Lacasse was someone that I dated after Danny and I got divorced.
On July 13th, 2014, do you remember asking to share something in confidence with Mr. Lacasse?
I don't remember doing that.
Did you tell?
But ma'am, you did. You did. You told Jeffrey Lacasse that, oh my word, I need to share something with you confidentially. And it's about this hitman. Well, okay, let's hear it.
Mr. Lacasse, in the context of if something were to happen to Danny, I could move back to Miami. Did you tell Lacasse that regarding the relocation battle in the summer of 2013, Charlie had, seriously, not as a joke, explored all options to resolve the problem, including hiring a hitman?
I did not have that conversation with Jeff Lacasse.
Oh, I'm very interested to see what Jeff's going to have to say when he testifies, because he is on the witness list.
He said it on the stand.
He's going to say that they did, by the way, in case you're new to this.
Spoiler alert, Mr. Lacasse is going to say that, yes, that conversation did happen.
I believe Jeff more than Wendy.
Jeffrey has no reason to lie. And by the way, I believe Jeffrey. I like Jeffrey.
And just to clarify, I mean at previous trials, okay? Jeffrey Lacasse. Look that up. Listen to his testimony sometime if you've never heard it before. Very interesting.
I mean, that is an extreme thing. Hey, I need to tell you something in confidence. Can I tell you something in confidence? Remember that whole thing? How on earth would he just make that up? Especially that he said the feeling that he had, like how his stomach turned when she said that there is a person hiring another person to kill a third.
And you mentioned when you were at the hospital, there was a sneaker. One?
Yes,
Do you have that sneaker with you?
I do.
Could you produce it, please?
Yes, sir.
Remember your gloves. You took your gloves off. You took your gloves off.
So now he gets fresh gloves on. That's the right foot shoe.
Trooper, is that the sneaker that was at the hospital when you visited Mr. O'Keefe?
No, sir. This is the sneaker from 34 Fairview.
Look at that. He asks, is that the one at the hospital? And Buchanan says, no, sir.
What?
Could I have that marked?
The court's like,
what is that, a left or a right sneaker, sir?
This is the left sneaker. Excuse me. This is the right sneaker from.
And he's reading it off the evidence log, the paper bag there. That's what's written down on the paper bag.
34 Fairview Road, Kansas.
I thought we saw that one yesterday. They got them mixed up. They got the bags mixed up. They gave Connor Keefe the one from the hospital, and he's got the one from 34 Fairview.
So this is what is represented to be something they found at Fairview, and we already saw the one from Fairview from that Connor Keefe.
They showed the wrong shoe. These people are
That looked
morons.
like-
It's the same shoe that they showed yesterday. He was supposed to show the right shoe or the other shoe, and he pointed out the same one from Fairview.
They messed it up because their chain of custody documentation is so bad. Oh my lord, that is hilarious.
This is how botched of a case this is, that they can't even mark down something as easily put in a bag as a shoe.
So much commitment to the gloves, but don't even have the right piece of evidence.
this is why you need an evidence log. You need an evidence log.
He's like, oh no, what do we do? We got the wrong bag. This thing was not even marked properly. There's no chain of custody log on any of this stuff. And then they just mark it. Well, this is the shoe we found at the scene.
I mean, it has a sticker on it from the lab. How do we not know which one it is?
They say they mislabeled the bag. No, God, I hope not. He says this is the 34 Fairview one. So, they say it is the hospital shoe in the wrong bag. Okay, then what the fuck is going on? If their evidence handling is such that they can't keep one shoe from the other, that's a problem.
We got a problem here, Your Honor.
Yeah, he remembers they left the Sally port at 5:51 exactly, but he's not sure what sneaker that is.
Well, they already introduced the sneaker from the 34 Fairview, so.
What shoe did you bring in yesterday? And how does your evidence bag not know where it's from? And how do you not know that this prosecutor told you to bring in, obviously, all of the clothes from the evidence locker?
That evidence bag was marked. He just looked at it and just read it. He just read it and said, yeah, that's the one from 34 Fairview. We're done here. We are done here. They are lying pieces of shit.
Yeah, I definitely would want to approach. Bring the bag. Bring the bag. Did you hear the court say, approach and bring the bag over? Yeah, bring the bag. And I think at this point, you clear the jury and look at the bag from yesterday that the court has and look at the bag from today.
And if this case is not thrown out right now, yeah, you better take a half an hour. Yeah, these things happen. They plant evidence. They put things in wrong bags. They absolutely 100% screwed up this case, and we are done here.
And when we thought there were no surprises in a retrial, here we are.
Yeah, she's a babe. Weird Fall River accent, though. So, no ass.
No ass. He did not want to say that. He is so embarrassed. Can we just play that part again? First of all, what the hell is a Fall River accent? I didn't know they had their own accent in Fall River?
I believe he's trying to say that, you know, she's hot, but like kind of a low class accent.
These were, from all accounts, he didn't do anything wrong. He's talking about the homeowner, Mr. Albert. I had mentioned the compelling evidence against Miss Reed at this point.
What size titlets and ass should you have to be innocent?
We'll get to the rest of the fuckery in a second. We'll get to the rest of the fuckery. But he didn't do anything wrong. Do you think for a fucking second he's talking about Albert, or do you think he's talking about John O'Keefe? Because in that chain of text messages, it sounds like he's talking about John O'Keefe. He didn't do anything wrong. She's a whack job. It sounds like he's talking about the fight between the two of them.
She's a whack job. She's a C word. She has a weird fall liver.
She's hot, but she has that Fall River accent and no ass.
He did not want to say that. Can I play that one more time? Here goes.
No ass.
He's just looking at it. He's like, do I really? She's a weird Fall River accent, though. No ass. That's just funny, man. That's funny.
You're the lead investigator in a murder of a police officer, and you're talking about the defendant calling her a cunt, talking about her ass and her accent. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Does she have? Oh, I mean, I got to be honest with you. Like when Karen Reed was arrested in those yoga pants, she was looking good. I haven't really looked, but is that even true? I don't know. Like, how did he make that how did he make the determination so fast that she had no ass?
There's no perfect way to deal with horrible evidence like this, okay?
More importantly, why the hell is he looking at that? What is this guy a professional or not?
So it's all, kind of strategy and what you want to try to do, and you do the best you can as a lawyer.
Well, I get that Lally has to play the hand that he's dealt. Like this is his witness, right?
Do you still have a job? So I'd really like to know if you still have a job.
What else did you say in response to she's hot at least? Or she hot at least? ?
So following that text, I responded, yeah, she's a babe. Weird Fall River accent, though. No ass.
No ass. The no ass thing.
Yeah, she's a babe. Who's the she?
Miss Reed.
Wow, your wife must be really proud of that. She's a babe. With a Fall River accent, though. No ass.
Weird Fall River accent, though. You talking about her, the way she talks?
Yeah.
The accent.
Those of you from the area, tell me what your interpretation of a Fall River accent is, please.
Massachusetts residents, anyone who would like to share some context of the weird Fall River weird Fall River accent that he's talking about? Are we talking about the bougier bits versus the not bougier bits? You let me know. What are we talking about? All of y'all are around. Fall River is not bougie. Okay, the opposite of that. Thank you. Thank you, chat.
Apparently, Fall River is trashy. That's why she has a trashy accent.
Now, as a Canadian, they all have an accent to me.
But I love, like Valhalla said, anyone from Boston claiming someone else has an accent.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
No.
When he's like, yeah, she's got a weird accent, I'm like, dude, get yourself a microphone and have a listen.
Then Bird chimes in with a little comedy. Not newsworthy then. Correct?
Correct.
Well, she's definitely become newsworthy.
Not newsworthy.
Correct.
In other words, well, she didn't have an ass. Nothing to see here, correct?
Objection.
Wow.
Zero chance she skates. She's fucked, right?
Correct.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask who is fucked in this situation. At this point, has your perception changed?
She also spoke about how her mother was such a great mother. Don Nielsen, such a great mother, right? She took good care of you.
Your mom took good care of you all.
Yes.
She treated you well.
Yes.
Very kind.
Yes.
Very.
Ma'am, Counsel.
Well, that sounds like we're starting to get into character.
Are you getting into character evidence? You're going to make a prosecutor's day with all of this, ma'am. The prosecution is going to be like, sweet baby Jesus, let's ride.
This, if they go too far into this, and if I was if I was the state, I'd be saying, Judge, it sounds to me like they're calling evidence on character.
Very kind. Yes. Very loving. Yes. Very caring towards her family and others.
Why is any of this relevant?
Yeah, right.
Your mom was such a nice person, right? Isn't she such a lovely human?
I think
That's
you
not
want
what
to
that
describe
message
her
was
as being
showing.
kind, empathetic, and very loving and sensitive person. You recall that?
I don't recall that, but that sounds right.
And she's selfless. She's not selfish. She's selfless. She radiates joy.
You said your mom was completely selfless.
Yes.
That's the opposite of selfish.
It is.
Means she's caring more about others than she does about herself.
Yes, ma'am.
And she's always there for you. She's paying for stuff. She's taking you on vacations. She's such a great mother, right? So just trying to build up the character of Donna Adelson.
And what she did was for others.
Yes.
Never doing anything for herself.
Correct.
Okay.
But then why did you stop talking to her in November of 2023, Wendy? If she's such a wonderful person, why are you no longer in contact with your own mother, who is just such a sweet, sweet little granny in her pastel cardigan in this courtroom?
She was invested in your lives.
Yes.
You, and both of your brothers.
Yes.
Okay.
So what she did was for others.
Is that door open?
This defense attorney has just opened the door for a bunch of other shit to come in.
Can that door be open? Because if character is an issue, we're gonna have some witnesses we want to call.
She kind of did it in opening a little. She alluded to it, but this was like wrecking ball level character evidence. This is not going to go well down the road.
Fair to say that your mom has always been there for you when you needed her?
Yes.
For little things and big things?
Yes.
Like big things. Like big. The M word.
Now, you said that you testified that you left Danny in September of 2012.
Memories of Attorney Owens, because if you open that door, I'm going to drive a bus through it. That's kind of what I feel like here. This is a risky game.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All persons having anything to do.
I don't know who's doing the hear ye's today, but they sound like they are just dying inside, like Trooper B's testimony. That was a very deflated hear ye. The saddest hear ye's we've heard this whole trial.
You make assumptions based on those suggestions, correct? Yes or no?
We have theories.
Another word term for a theory
is a word.
We're just going to play word games then.
I don't know the definition, sir.
I guess in some respect you can say that, but I'm not.
That's what it means, dude.
I'm not going to argue about semantics here.
Everybody,
You're exactly the fuck arguing about semantics. You're 100% the fuck arguing about semantics. Exactly what you are doing is arguing about semantics. You started it.
Well, you'll agree that
Really? He's not going to argue about semantics. Okay.
words matter, right? I mean, you're testifying, so words do matter.
Words do matter. That's important.
So,
and we all know we're big fans of that here. Words matter. Definitions of those words matter. And now we're hearing that come out in multiple trials, and I love it.
I'm sorry. English is like a third language for me. So if you can bring up the Webster's Dictionary, I can read it out.
Oh, see, he needs the big dick.
Sir, you don't have to be a dick, though.
English is like a third language for me. You know who else's show he watches? Broken Baker. That is what Broken Baker said when he was debating yellow cottage cheese.
So
Baker,
if you
we
can
need you
bring
to
up
get
the
in on
Webster's
this.
Dictionary, I can read it
He's
out.
trying to bring up the foreign card. You can speak to it personally.
He watches Broken Baker. English, shout out to Broken Baker. English is like a third language for me. Can you whip out the Webster's dictionary and give me a definition? Because I don't know what a theory is.
This sounds like me in my high school class if I was in an argument with a classmate. It's like, seriously, bro?
You want a dictionary? Is that really, really what you want?
A dictionary like you don't know what theory means? Get the dictionary out so we can all look at it together, bro.
Do you need a dictionary? Do you need a dictionary to know what a theory is?
Oh man. He's like, English is my third language. And it's like, you used the word, you moron. That was your word.
It was his word. I can't believe he did that. He literally did say we develop theories, and then he says I need a dictionary to know what theory means. Oh man.
You started playing word games. You've said multiple times you develop a theory, and then he said you developed a theory, and then you said no, there were reports.
So they updated their software to make sure that it didn't come up. That's insane. It's like getting rid of the bloody knife. It's like, yeah, we're just going to make it disappear digitally.
I've always thought Celebrite was solid. Celebrite has helped convict some really, really bad people.
Every single prisoner who is currently incarcerated and convicted based on Celebrite data and timestamps therein must start banging on the jailhouse doors to get out.
The first time that I ever questioned Celebrite's credibility was during the Karen Reed case.
But they literally create software that is specifically designed to make sure the 227 search doesn't come up.
He also, while he was on the stand, conceded that the 227 AM search does show up in the other software.
And by the way, their competitor, Axiom, it still comes up on theirs.
Correct, but I also turned over my phone, so you could have gotten all of that off of my phone as well.
I don't know.
And you're
Could
well
we have?
aware that an extraction was done on your phone.
Oh,
and not
boy.
one of those butt dials appears on your phone extraction, correct?
Butt dial.
Are you aware of that? I am not aware of that.
Next question.
Well, let's show it to her.
How could she not be aware of it? It came out in the last trial.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, she's lying, and she deleted all of those phone calls.
But you're telling me, no, I did not call them. The records say that I did, but I didn't call them. My butt did. 7 times in 19 minutes.
How can she possibly butt dial with such a flat ass? Hey, yo.
You know, the butt dials. It's just, for me, it's just amazing the amount of, I want to say this, but I'm going to refrain from cursing. The amount of fuckery that's going on here, and I had to do it, I had to say it, is just off the charts.
But let's say hypothetically that is absolutely and unequivocally true. Does anyone believe you?
Did your anus delete the call?
Because you deleted them before you turned over your phone to the police.
Because we're getting to the point where your anus is very talented. Like, it should maybe be in a circus, because can it juggle?
7 times. Butt dialed 7 times in 19 minutes.
Like, what other tricks does it do? Does it throw knives?
The talented butts of Canton.
Crazy amount of telephone calls to John O'Keefe. And she claimed they were butt dials, right? She had, 7 unanswered butt dials that she said that occurred.
These are these butt dials. This is just Jen McKay's butt dials. This isn't even getting to Higgins, Brian.
I do think the way she explained it, some jurors, like my dad, butt dials all the time. Some jurors may say, yeah, I get it. There's some butt dials. When you hear it once.
Wait till you hear the testimony about the butt dial that takes place during intimate actions.
But by the time all these witnesses are done, the amount of butt dials we hear is a lot harder to believe than just one butt dial.
You don't do multiple butt dials in a row. You just don't. Someone has to answer it.
And the butt hang up. It takes place during intimate actions.
It's got to get disconnected. It's got to get disconnected.
Oh. All right. Back to the butt dial.
I think it's very common to do butt dials.
So you have an iPhone. Is that right?
Only in Canton is it this common.
Yes, it is. It is important to interview anyone that's an eyewitness. Sometimes it takes longer because. Are you listening?
Because.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Oh my God. He's like, are you listening? Because he noticed Alan Jackson was not like facing him. Meanwhile, he's been facing the jury every single answer. What? What?
Thanks.
You asked the question. I just wanted to answer.
I know the answers to my questions. Go ahead.
Oh, did you hear what he said? I didn't catch that the first time.
Are you listening? Yes, thanks. Just to make sure you heard the answer. You asked the question. I know the answers to my questions.
I know the answers to my own questions, Jackson said, when he's like, well, you're not even listening to me. He's like, I already knew the answer.
I know the answers to my own questions. Is that what he just said? You can't handle the truth.
She blames external forces for her family's curse. They're outside of her, but she is the curse, and lashes out angrily at witnesses who look and took the brave step to testify. Her modus operandi has always been to run from Tallahassee and then to try to flee to Vietnam. Yet Dan's murder was not enough for Donna. His death was not enough. Danny had to be fully erased from his beloved sons. The boy's last name was ever changed, an extraordinary decision to excise the Markell name from Phil's only grandsons who shared his name. Donna Adelson has caused immense devastation and an untimely, undeserved murder through her actions. While no trial or verdict can ever heal the profound wounds caused by Dan's murder, justice must be served.
She's there to like express her sadness. Phil Markell's there to turn a knife a bit, so we're going to that one.
For Donna, someone who claims to care so much about Ben and Lincoln, her sun shines. Her actions are beyond comprehension. She has harmed forever the people she claims to have loved. In the Jewish custom, we have an expression to always wish others to live to 120 years of age.
Oh, he's going to wish her a
Donna,
long life.
I wish her to live to 120.
And we all know why. We all know why.
Alone in her jail cell. I wish that every day of her remaining days she thinks about the harm she has caused to so many, especially those two boys she claims to have loved so much. For these reasons, Your Honor, I ask the court sentence Donna Adelson to the maximum possible sentence. And my only short question to Donna, was it worth it? Respectfully, thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Holy shit.
I think that's way better. And
she thinks it's way better. So I guess that's all that matters, right?
I think that's way better. I think that's way better because, it's not really important to like pinpoint the time of things like crimes that are committed because, our software is mostly used for like law enforcement to like convict people. And, it's like, I think that's like super important that like now, that is so cool that we did that because, now it's just like, whatevs. It's like, whatevs. Maybe they're guilty, maybe they're not, whatevs.
This is just insane. I can't believe this is real.
better. And something I wanted to comment to some of the social media trolls who have
Social media
zero
trolls.
digital forensics knowledge in their bodies, but think they know better.
Oh, this cunt. Oh, fuck you, bitch. Oh, good Lord.
Neither does the jury. They have zero digital forensic knowledge in their bodies. The point is, how does the jury understand what Ian Whiffen is saying? That's the question.
You just talk down to everybody in the world who does not have, excuse me, Ian Whiffen does not have a degree from what I understand. Talk down to everybody in the world who doesn't do digital forensics and says, well, we know best. I think that part was just a disaster, but I'm just a lawyer.
Sweetheart, I say this with all due respect. Social media trolls is probably not the ones you want to disparage in your videos.
I believe that as a U.S. citizen, he has the right to comment. That's his First Amendment right.
Nope.
Oh, fuck off.
We're
That's not how the First Amendment works.
We believe in the First Amendment. And yet you, sir, you are a victim of Aiden Carney, who is facing felony charges for intimidating you with what? His words? And yet you just said that you believe in the First Amendment and people's right to criticize.
I couldn't agree more. I think Michael Proctor should be able to say whatever he wants. I do not think we should put Michael Proctor in jail for saying that about somebody. I don't think that we should at all.
Let me put it this way. You have a First Amendment right to call a cop an asshole. Like if you run into Yuri Buchanan and you go, hey, asshole, that is you exercising your First Amendment rights.
That is protection from the government, not protection from your job, you idiot.
But does that mean people aren't responsible for what they say?
You know, you can't be put in jail for calling Buchanan an asshole.
That things can't happen to you, like you can get fired for what you say?
But let's say you go to your boss, right? And you go, hey, boss. And he goes, yeah. And you go, you're an asshole. He can go, and you're fired.
The Constitution defends the person from the state. It doesn't allow the state's henchmen to railroad people.
He has a First Amendment right at work to call the suspect retarded. Nobody's buying that one.
It's a work text. There are restrictions in how you comport yourself at work.
You do not have unrestricted, unlimited First Amendment rights on the job.
Like, you don't have a right to say whatever the hell you want on the job, you know, because you do actually have professionalism standards.
Even he knew, even he realized, oh shit, that was desperate. That's not going to fly.
But he thinks like he was being slick there by saying, you know, Mr. Lawyer guy, how about the First Amendment? It's like, what?
He also testified that he was not aware that certain text messages or calls were deleted from Jennifer McCabe's phone.
He talks about how he, you know, didn't notice that anything was deleted on Jen McCabe's cell data. Like, what kind of an investigation is this? We have seen cases where they got defendants and they show, you deleted this, didn't you, sir? Oh, consciousness of guilt for deleting. But he didn't even look into this on the McCabe's and the Alberts and Higgins. It's a problem.
Did you look at the extraction report, the Celebrite extraction report from her phone?
I have, yes.
And you didn't see the columns marked deleted, 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 deleted?
Yeah, I'm not that area, no.
Yeah, what? What? You didn't look at the deleted shit on the phone?
Didn't he call himself a Celebrite expert in the beginning of this testimony? Am I imagining things? He called himself a Celebrite expert, or that he was well versed in Celebrite, or that he had a lot of. He called himself that.
Not that area, meaning.
No.
What does that mean? I don't know what you mean by not that area.
I went through the Celebrite report, but clearly I didn't review that tab.
So as you sit here, you're unaware of whether or not multiple texts and multiple phone calls were deleted from her phone that you have in your possession?
Objection.
I'll allow it.
Huh? Because I gotta say, if I'm doing, if I'm looking for stuff like in a extraction report or whatever, the deleted shit is the first thing I want to see. Maybe he didn't figure that there'd be deleted nudes. Maybe that slowed him up.
There is, I think it's like 16 deleted posts in a row from around
Valhalla, he's
midnight
doing well.
till the morning. I really hope they can publish this because there's a total, everything is deleted. Everything is deleted in that time frame. Yeah, I didn't go to that area. The area in question, when John supposedly was hit and was out on the front yard, she deleted calls with John. She deleted all her dial-ups with John that never went to the voicemail. And I didn't watch that area. Why should I? Colin wasn't at the house.
Yeah, I'm not aware right now, sir.
What? How can you not be aware?
Really? Have you no curiosity whatsoever?
The phone that you had the search warrant for, how can you not be aware about whether or not they're deleted phone calls? Or shouldn't that be something that you should know?
It's a murder investigation. The deleted shit is where you find the good stuff, like Hoss Long to Die in the Cold, or luxury prisons for the rich, or just goat scream, like just straight goat scream.
Okay, so he's sitting here today on June 12th of 2024, not knowing to this day that Jen McCabe deleted calls and texts and Google searches from her phone, and he's a Celebrite expert.
How can he sit there as a state trooper on the stand with a straight face and be like, oh, I must have missed that in the Celebrite report?
By, for example, comparison to the phone company's records or comparison to Celebrate data. How can you not know?
What? Are you kidding me? I submit to you that that is another lie.
This is about as credible as somebody saying that they went to the strip club, but they didn't look. Yeah, this is as credible as I smoked marijuana, but I didn't inhale. Like, this guy thinks we're really, really, really stupid.
You're remiss if I didn't thank the jury. This is a very difficult case from the beginning. Take time out of their schedule to hear such, days of evidence, complex evidence, and a difficult case.
So why didn't you thank the jury in the Karen Read case?
I don't remember him thanking the jury after Karen Read's case.
Why didn't he come out and do a speech for the jurors in the Karen Read trial?
So you do know it's appropriate to thank the jury then. Emily, you're awfully salty. Chad, it's not about this case. We've been through some shit with this particular elected official.
This is amazing that this dude has the audacity to sit up here and take credit for anything.
And thank them.
He doesn't like to talk when he loses.
Yeah, but he should come out and tell them thank you for. I mean, that was a much longer trial. Brian Walsh trial was 8 days, 9 days.
Right.
And he had the audacity to use the words, I would be remiss if I didn't thank the jury.
Well, he's thanking this jury for doing what he wanted them to do.
Child, the way she was rattling off tabs, I was like, her tab game was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I was like, oh.
This lawyer is teaching the witness not to say, I don't remember.
I don't even think she had to look them up. I honestly think she knows them off the top of her head. She's like, tab 74 says this, tab 63 says that, tab double J, it says this, and it's highlighted in pink. She has total tab recall.
Yeah, drink that water.
You should have brought a bigger bottle of water.
Things are getting hot in that courtroom. The pressure's on.
With the court's permission, I'd like to ask the witness to read the text messages that he was provided by Brian Higgins.
All of them? You're not calling Big Neck Daddy Higgins rude? That seemed like a must in my book.
You're certainly not asking him to read this whole document.
I expect to.
We're going to clutch our pearls, we're going to clench our butts, and we're going to read these.
You're not making him read all this, right? And he's like, yep, that is exactly what I'm doing, Judge. And watch Buchanan's face. Watch his face.
I'm not asking him to read this whole document.
You're not asking him to read the whole document. Big grin. He's like, smirky smirk. And then watch what happens to the smirk.
I expect to.
I'm going to see counsel.
The judge is like, what we're not fucking doing.
Expecting him to read the whole document.
The moment the judge lost her mind.
We'll see counsel at sidebar. They did it in the first trial with Higgins, didn't they? They made him sit and go through those text messages and read every single one of them, and it was excruciating.
How many inches of paper is that? You're certainly not asking him to read this whole document. I expect to.
Bev, the rule of completeness says he can read the entire document. What are you doing?
You don't get to decide because this guy has looked at this as part of the investigation. You don't get to decide who can read what and when.
There has to be a reason the tool is working the way it's working. If it's just spitting out completely incorrect information, that's really dangerous.
And that's essentially what my research was focusing on. That timestamp is not necessarily the time the page was visited. It could be before, it could be after.
Could be any
But
time.
it's irrelevant to the actual URL. So basically,
Well, then Brian Walsh has a pretty good defense now, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Yeah. Hello, Brian Walsh. Larry Tifton, are you listening? It's all wrong. The timestamps are all wrong. It could have been searched anytime.
It could be before, it could be after, which means that this could also have been done, let's say at 1 o'clock when the kids had left the house and John was in a snow pile outside.
So how do we know that we have it right now? Because, by the way, he's absolutely right. And he's going to talk about updates. Updates are important, but updates shouldn't change the answer from A to B, right?
we give you the web page that was visited, but we can't say that this is the time. So we just remove the time altogether.
So it's totally inaccurate. You can't say what time it was. So you just removed all the time altogether because it was always wrong. They're saying it was always wrong.
Why are you putting on a show where you tell the world the digital forensic tool is so inaccurate that we cannot tell you at what time? And if it could have been before or after that time, why couldn't it also be at that time?
So he doesn't say, we are saying it is not at 2:27, but we can't say for sure that it is 2:27, so we just remove the time altogether.
And then you say, for the chance to save face with my family and to be given an opportunity I don't actually want, to live with them in South Florida.
Holy shit. What? The email says, for an opportunity I don't want?
How does this happen? I don't get it. And then you say, so I am willing to put myself through all of this just to keep up appearances with my parents and brother that I want to be living down in South Florida or down south with them, even though I don't want to.
I mean, maybe they're pointing the finger at Wendy. Maybe they're throwing her under the bus, but that's her best defense. It's like, I didn't even really want to go to South Florida. I was keeping up the facade.
Counsel, ma'am? What side are you on?
So Donna's attorney here, to me, is giving Wendy Adelson her best defense. I wanted to stay in Tallahassee with my family. I don't know. I wanted to keep this job. I don't know. I wanted to take relocation off the table. That all sounds really good for Wendy Adelson, not so much for Donna.
Because I don't see how the fuck that helps Donna at all when Wendy's saying, I am putting myself through the ringer, fighting with him to save face with my family, to keep up appearances with my family for something that I don't want to do.
That she was lying to her mom because her mom was so overbearing and crazy about getting her to South Florida that she wouldn't take no for an answer, even though the judge was clearly not giving relocation.
That's awful for Donna.
Said that he went back to 34 Fairview Road on successive dates when he found the black drinking straw, the hat, and the many, many pieces of plastic taillight.
Starting with the third, do you recall specifically what, if any, items were located on the third?
Taillight.
We've located a black drinking straw.
Oh, the straw.
Consistent with the one seen in the waterfall video of Mr. O'Keefe walking out of the bottle in the glass.
Oh, yeah, that grainy video with the black straw was definitely consistent with that.
What the fuck does that even mean? How is a straw consistent with a straw? It's a fucking straw, dipshit.
Like, these are the types of things where I'm like, okay, yeah, it was this straw is definitely the straw we see in that grainy video in his hand. That's like this big.
They're all consistent with each other, like all of them. They're cylindrical, as you guys like to say. What the fuck does that mean? How it's consistent with the straw we saw? How? Because it looks like a straw like this. It's a straw.
You can maybe see that it's a straw and that it's black. That's it. But like to say these are two of the same straws, just
the black and white videos too. What does that mean?
Sigfredo Garcia's verdict, that was the first trial, right? And that was reached in 11 hours, but it's because there was a mistrial declared for Catherine McBunowa. I think that took a lot of time. And Catherine's retrial took 8 hours, and Charlie Adelson's verdict took 3 hours, and now Donna, verdict reached in 3 hours and 15 minutes.
You stupid asshole. You're next, and so is your daughter.
Let's watch Donald Allison be convicted of all the things, because she absolutely did all the things. Let's go watch that beautiful moment happen.
Reviewed the verdict form. It is in its proper order.
Yep.
Chat's telling me just over 3 hours. All right.
If the jury foreperson could.
That was fast. That was a fast verdict.
The jury reached a unanimous verdict. If you please can hand the verdict form to the bailiff.
The court's going to review the verdict form before they read it. When they brought Donna into the courtroom just a few moments ago, because this went very quick, everybody was in the court, she was shaking.
Having reviewed the verdict form, it is in its proper order. At this time, I will publish the verdict.
The court's going to read the verdict now.
We, the jury, find as follows as to count one of the indictment, first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder.
He told you not to react.
Adelson, control yourself.
He told her before they came in she's going to be guilty of all.
Find as follows as to count two of the indictment. Conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Count three. We, the jury, find as follows as to count three of the indictment. Solicitation to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder.
Then again, she's facing life without any possibility.
What by the foreperson?
What is she going to do?
One moment, members of the jury. The bailiff will escort you to the jury.
He's
room.
going to give her the what's for.
You're certain a murderer, man. You piece of shit.
He's like, members of the jury, I got to do some yelling, so you're going into the other room.
Is the judge really gonna admonish the defendant at this point? I don't know that it's worth it, Judge. Just pull the jury and power through.
She's guilty already. What are you gonna do to her?
I mean,
I'm gonna put you in jail, Miss Adelson.
But what's he gonna do, right? She's gonna be sentenced to life. He's excusing the jury till she gets it together.
Yep. Get your shit together.
He told her not to react. And here we are. That was a very fast verdict.
Mrs. Edelson, while this was not the outcome I'm sure that you desired, there will not be any further outbursts in front of the jury.
You will not
If you cannot
fuss.
control yourself,
you'll be removed.
I am going to have to determine if you'll be removed from the remainder of this process.
I would be like, just remove me. I'm ready.
What I love about this moment is this is kind of her first take of what the rest of her life is going to be like. Her outbursts, her emotions, she has no more control. It's going to be for the rest of her life being told what to do, when to do it, regardless of her feelings by somebody else.
Okay, next witness is that family law expert, Ms. Bailey, who seemed to be best friends with the prior witness.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank God.
Cross-exam.
We're at cross-examination. A lot of you are going to say, Emily, what was the point of that witness?
She would say, oh yeah, as she said, or I agree with her, and just as she explained.
I think it was incredibly cumulative, duplicative.
It was almost like bolstering of that prior witness. And to me, a lot of what she said was not even an expert opinion.
Then Georgia Cappleman, Queen Georgia, rose out of her seat like the goddess that she is for the cross-examination. Now look.
You know Georgia's pissed when she starts asking the question before she even gets to the microphone.
And Georgia Cappleman comes in swinging.
I have never seen Georgia this upset with a witness before.
What is it you were asked to do in this case?
I was asked to review the documents I was given and to opine about whether this was truly a highly contentious custody case, essentially.
And why would your opinion about whether it was a highly contentious custody case matter?
It doesn't. Well, that's for somebody else to decide. I mean, I've done 2,000 cases, or give or take 100 on each side, and I think I have a pretty good judge of where this falls as far as contentiousness.
Sure, but you're
a great point by the prosecutor. It's like, who cares whether you think it was contentious?
Isn't the contentiousness in the eye of the beholder, in the sense that to you it might not seem like a big deal, but to the parties it might be the most important thing in the whole wide world. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
Ms. Cappleman, Ms. Bailey, wait for the question, wait for the answer.
Oh, they're all ready to fight. The prosecution is asking specific and pointed questions, and the witness is already fighting with her.
I think she gets a little frustrated, right? I think she has really good points, but I think certain times the emotion is a little too high.
Do you agree that a case, as a lawyer,
Georgia
might
brought the
be
sass.
routine, whereas to the parties it's the most important thing in the world?
To some degree.
This is an amazing point. And I tell my clients this, when we talk about whether we're going to file a lawsuit or not, I'm like, it doesn't matter to me. It's my job. I do this every single day.
To the lawyers and the judges in the court that deal with this every day, it doesn't mean anything to them. To the person who's living it, to Dan Markel, who's getting shit talked by Donna and is getting shit talked by they're fucking ruining his life, that shit matters to him.
Because it's just normal life, right? It's work for us. And I thought that was an amazing point by the prosecutor. And it's like, but it's not for Donna Adelson. So whether you think it's contentious or not, doesn't matter a lick. If this family thinks it's incredibly contentious, it's life or death to them.
Doesn't matter to this asshole who's going to testify and sell her soul, but she can't even fathom that point. Doesn't even register to her.
We reach resolutions that people stay measured and calm, and we get things done.
So all of that attorney's clients, it's no big deal for them. It doesn't get contentious because she's so calm and even-handed. I was like, what? It's like advertising for that other lawyer. It's like, well, because she's so calm, like, obviously it wasn't very contentious. It's like,
According to Linda Bailey, she was like, look, I reviewed the file and this Wendy was being very reasonable. Is she talking about the same divorce that we've been talking about where Wendy was fully melting down and Donna was losing her ever-loving mind?
The immediate response is to call your client and go, I know you're going to read this at first glance, so it's going to seem messy, but there's no legal basis for this, so don't worry. And my understanding is that is what she communicated to Wendy.
Yeah, but you know what's going on behind the scenes down in Miami there with Donna? Where do you have that kind of ability to know what's going on in the personal lives of your clients and their extended family members? You don't.
And when you communicate these things to your clients, hey, this is no big deal, this is no problem, this is a bunch of gibberish, do they always accept that?
Well, that's not the way I would present it, but
Do they ever get upset about the gibberish in the pleadings, the offensive materials in the pleadings, regardless of whether or not it's going to impact their chance of success in court? It can be emotionally charged, can it?
well, I would say annoying more than emotionally charged.
You would not say that divorce and child custody issues are emotionally charged?
They can be.
Ma'am.
They weren't? How do you know?
Get her! In this case, they weren't emotionally charged. How the fuck do you know that?
Look at Georgia's hair. Her hair tells the tale.
Was it very humid yesterday in Tally? Because she was just like, her hair was like, what? Her hair was starting to stand on end. I'm like, this not going to go good.
Georgia, this is a whole vibe.
Her face, she is done, okay?
I've been ready for this cross-examination for 700 years because that's how long this witness has been on the stand. And the prosecutor is like, what the fuck are you saying to me?
She is sick and tired of being sick and tired, babes. You know what I'm saying? Day 8, she is done.
From the pleadings, because I don't have 10,000 pages in front of me.
You're not in the mind of the people whose lives are impacted by these pleadings. It's not just about pieces of paper and a binder, is it?
I don't think that's what I said.
People's lives are impacted by the decisions that go on in court, which for you are routine. Would you agree?
In this instance, they reached agreement on all issues, so they had complete control of what was coming out of the court.
Like, Georgia is getting frustrated because this moron, it's not even registering this asshole what she's saying. It's not even registering her. Like, she's so oblivious. How could you not understand? And if I am Phil right there, if I'm Phil and I'm Ruth and I'm Shelley, I'm glad that Georgia's being an advocate.
Ma'am, could you please answer my question? Are people's lives impacted in drastic ways by routine matters that we see in court as lawyers?
Yes.
People's lives change after divorce, certainly.
So, like, I may think
Definitely being evasive and being a difficult witness.
I've got a bag of stinky garbage, but the garbage man might not think it's stinky at all. Do you get the reference?
I don't.
He doesn't get the reference that the garbage stinks to us. I could never sit on a garbage truck. Garbage men do it and they're like, it's fine. It's no big deal.
She's talking about nose blindness, ma'am. Nose blindness. You don't get the reference?
That's like lawyers with our cases, right? But for the client, it's a much bigger deal. It's a great analogy, but this witness is being evasive on purpose.
Do you get the reference?
I don't.
What is no big deal to us is a big deal to these litigants.
Gallery's trying not to smile.
I left my body. Okay, babes? I left my body when Georgia is telling us about stinky garbage. Okay? And the garbage man is like, that doesn't stink. I'm around it all day. Look at her. Look at our glasses. Look at our little Harry Potteretta in the back. She is aghast. If she had pearls, she would have clutched.
Oh, Dan's sister, hold on. Dan's sister has the most appropriate response, which is, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond.
You can't agree with that. You can't agree with it.
It makes me want to cry because she's being an advocate for Dan. Fuck this lady.
So the beginning of the next question is, what do you think actually brought this to guilty?
You have no body, circumstantial evidence. What do you think was the strongest part of the case that convinced the jury this was guilty?
The slippers were a big factor, but then also all the video. And then the DNA. What do you think brought this to guilty? Why? Go ahead and ask him why.
I don't think it was any one thing. I think it was the combined effort of working together with our law enforcement partners, the ME and others.
No, asshole. It was all of the fucking evidence the dickhead left behind that any one of the investigators that work for you, their kids could have solved this shit. The fuck are you talking about?
There's a fucking hacksaw, ma'am. I mean, did you watch the evidence?
He didn't watch the trial. He has no idea about the evidence. He has no idea. He couldn't even pick one thing because he has no idea. Tell me if you think he watched the trial. Listen to that. That's such an easy question. That was such an easy question. And he doesn't even know because he didn't even watch it.
There's the Tyvek suits and all the tarps and the tape and all the fucking Google searches that include the word murder.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy Googled everything.
How to dispose of a body if you really need to. And can you be charged with murder without a body being one of the Google searches is telling.
ME and other professionals, the work that was done on the forensics, I think, was important. But actually, without that and without people explaining it in the courtroom, we'd have nothing. And I think they all did an awesome job.
They all did an awesome job.
How do you feel?
Really nervous.
Oh, Lord. What's with...
We're literally trying to tear leaf read what is in the envelope at this point. This is great.
And yes, very nervous. Here we go.
Well, she looks all business.
Yep. See, I'm glad I double checked.
Thank God.
All right. I appreciate you all getting back here. During the luncheon break, I received word from a court officer that the jury had knocked on the door, indicating that they had a verdict. But before I could even summons everybody into court, shortly thereafter, they knocked again and said they didn't have a verdict. So I asked the court officer to tell them to put that verdict slip in an envelope and seal it. And to give it to us. Paul, do you have it?
Wait, so they do have a one verdict?
I don't know.
Paul, do you have
Oh, no.
What
else could happen in this case?
This is going to have real implications going forward. So just wait. I've got a lot to say about this.
And to give it to us. Paul, do you have it?
What? This is insane. I've never heard of
I
this.
haven't. It's been sealed. I'm now going to seal it in the legal sense. So this is sealed. No one will have access to it. It will be preserved and made part of this record.
So you're not accepting it.
To be marked. It's marked for ID with the word jury.
No, they need to ask. They need to find out, do they have a verdict on any counts? No. They've got, I feel like they have a fucking verdict on something.
Are we in a game show? We're going to have two verdicts, apparently. Hope they get the right one when it comes time to publish the real verdict.
So we do not have a verdict because, as we all know, there is no verdict until it is announced and
We are all
recorded in
painfully
open
aware.
court. So we are still awaiting a verdict. So we'll see everybody later.
We got some more text about Michael Proctor talking or making fun of Karen Reed's medical condition.
And then you write what?
She's got a leaky balloon knot.
Trooper Proctor.
I've never heard
explain
anyone
to the
refer to an
jurors
asshole
what
as a balloon knot.
is.
What is a balloon knot, Trooper Proctor?
Now explain to the jury, what does a leaky balloon knot mean?
You said she had a leaky balloon knot. Tell us what that is.
Explain it on the stand. Explain that it's a butthole, sir. You've already said
essentially, I guess, your rectum area.
I'm just gonna say, live your life in a way that you never have to explain to a jury what a balloon knot is.
Your anus.
You're asshole, sir. You've already said cunt on the stand, and now you're worried about saying asshole? Come on.
Tell the class, like, this is like if you were passing notes in school and the teacher brings you up to the front of the class and is like, please read your note to the class.
Yes.
That's what you were referring to about Miss Reed?
This is exactly what he was referring to.
Yes.
And you were making fun of her because you believed at that time that it leaked? That's how you were treating Miss Reed?
Yep.
Yes or no?
Yes.
That's brutal. That's brutal to get that out, but he's not done. This opens the door for all sorts of sympathy evidence to come in for Miss Reed.
The only medical condition we know so far in this trial is that she has multiple sclerosis.
And why this was particularly hurtful, and he was being genuine and honest in his nasty comments because this stuff was actually somewhat true. She did have issues, and the whole jury is going to find out about it.
Jackson is using this witness to get in information that otherwise would not come in through any witness because of his text messages.
Where he's trying to invoke some sympathy with the jury, that here you have this poor girl, Karen Reed, who's going through all these terrible stomach problems.
He is using this witness's texts to get into the fact that she has other medical issues and let the jury hear that.
And she's had to have 10 surgeries over the span of 18 months. And here you have this conceited police officer who's completely making fun of it.
So now it's getting worse for the jury. Are you aware of how bad her health has been?
And sympathy is not supposed to come in at trial, but when it opens the door with these kind of text messages and comments to show your bias and prejudice against her, it becomes relevant.
And then you followed that up just to make sure you cleared up any mistake about what you meant with leaks poo, correct?
Objection. And it's just gross. I mean, it just really makes your stomach churn.
Again, another reference to Miss Reed's medical issues and medical conditions, correct?
Nobody wants to have their medical conditions made fun of, especially when they're the suspect of a case.
Correct.
Specifically focused on her anus, correct?
In reference, yes.
Who'd you learn that from? Where did he find it out? Jackson, we're dying to know.
For all of you asking, how does he know? CEG, my last comments about who he was talking to before this.
Sounds like someone who's trying to paint her as a nut job and as a gross person and so forth would describe it, doesn't it? Could that have been Jen McCabe? Could he have found that out from that interview with Jen McCabe? He certainly could have. I would really like to know if he did.
That he talked to Jen, he talked to Carrie, he talked to one first responder, he saw the victim at the hospital and was like, yep, good enough for me.
So I wasn't assuming anything. The evidence was speaking to us.
It was told to me by the crime scene when I was at my inspection, at the initial inspection.
So what you meant by that's what was told to me is the crime scene talked to you.
Yes.
You weren't there.
You guys, the crime scene spoke to him too.
Oh my God. They're like,
Yes.
we're going to need you to
Another
back
word
up
for
Trooper
suggest-
Paul here. We're going to really need you to say
Evidence speaks to me.
that the evidence was speaking to you.
The evidence was speaking to us. Oh, really? You've adopted Trooper Paul's language? The evidence was speaking to us.
They follow the evidence. Hey,
Following it and speaking to you.
smells the evidence. You weren't here. You would have fallen off your ball. Sometimes he tastes the evidence, and all the time he smells the evidence.
I like how he got to revive old Trooper Paul's talking point from the last trial about the evidence was speaking to us.
Last trial, we got to the answer of the crime scene spoke to me. And I thought that that was just a unique turn of phrase to that particular officer who was mid-roast on the stand. And I We have a department-wide issue of the evidence was speaking. Sir,
how many other times have these mother effers said that the crime scene or the evidence speaks to them?
The evidence was speaking to us is the line that we heard Trooper Paul use. You know, the evidence just speaks to me. And I go, oh, I have trauma about this. I have hurt. I have all the feelings.
If that were to occur, he would rotate or move to the left.
Vindication for Trooper Paul, because Trooper Paul may have been right about that pirouette. And I am saying that, Trooper Paul, we hereby vindicate you. You may have been correct about a potential pirouette. And Lord, you're doing the Lord's work. You were trying to reverse engineer this thing, and you did a better job than the $400,000 job that Aperture did.
How have you been doing, and what does this say today?
Well, it's that now as a district attorney, that if I speak out that I interfere with an individual's right to a fair trial, then that obviously weighs heavily upon me. So
wait, what did he say? Whoa.
On this trial, attorney, that bad news is, having been in our office for a number of years in politics, unlike my time on Big.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Hill, I get to speak out, but many of you know that now as a district attorney, that if I speak out that I interfere with an individual's right to a fair trial.
If I speak out, then I interfere with the defendant's right to a fair trial.
Oh yeah, remember what happened before Karen Reed? Right. Talking about speaking out, it was like he was, the PR guy for the law enforcement.
Did you forget about the hostage video?
I am now free to speak today on this trial with some limitations. And so not hearing from me, obviously, then I don't want to tip the jury or tip the scales and let those cases go forward without putting a thumb on the scales of justice.
But I found his comments where he tried to justify that I can't speak during the trial because it's very important that I protect a defendant's rights, just completely absurd in light of what he did during Karen's case.
That almost made my jaw legitimately hit the floor because of this video that we know exists. Have you ever seen this video, Dad?
No, I don't think so.
He came out in the middle of the Karen Reed prosecution in August of 2023 or whatever it was, and gave what everybody colloquially calls, that hostage video.
I seem to remember something that we like to call a hostage video. Remember that?
Where he literally defended the credibility of the witnesses.
I'm sorry. Can we talk about your hostage video from August of 2023?
Where you spoke out and you said that all of the witnesses were telling the truth. You vouched for all of them. And you said none of them committed murder except for Karen Reed.
Where you called Karen Reed guilty, practically?
He doesn't speak out about cases. He spoke out about Karen Reed, said she was guilty before she was tried.
Just outrageous. Yeah, outrageous.
He smeared Karen Reed. He talked about the evidence. I mean, it was a Rule 3.6 violation checklist. If you watch that August 2023, I think there were about 10 or 11 separate violations.
And talked about Colin Albert had nothing to do with it, and Michael Proctor never went to 34 Fairview, and how all of the innocent witnesses were being harassed because Karen Reed's defense team came up with some ridiculous theories that weren't true.
You weren't too concerned about your constitutional oath to defend a defendant's right to a fair trial then, were you?
That didn't seem to bother. I mean, is this guy for real? Are we living in the Matrix? Like, what is going on right now?
That the same man who just gave that quote, which I would agree with, by the way, I agree with the quote that he gave in the presser. Okay. But to know that that's the same guy that made this video before the Karen Reed trial literally almost made me fall out of my chair.
Have you seen crash tests with crash test dummies where there is a light string and somebody cuts the string moments before the impact or a second before?
I have, yes.
That wasn't done in this case, was it?
What? It wasn't necessary.
Was that done in this case?
It wasn't. I'll speak slower and a little clearer.
Oh, did he just sass him?
Oh, did he?
little clearer.
If you answer my question.
I just
You
did
did,
answer it.
you
I said
fucking
it
asshole.
wasn't.
Rentschler's like, let's fucking go. I'll speak slower.
I'll speak a little slower.
And Brendan's like, maybe if you would answer my question.
I feel like Rentschler is really, really wishing that he maybe had some hand puppets with him, some crayons. He's got this expression of like, are you for real?
Rentschler's gonna fucking fight with them.
Are you serious?
This is like a tennis match in one sense. And in another sense, it's like a train wreck that you can't turn away from.
It's like, let me dumb it down to you from I wasn't.
And the crash test dummy is held by a forklift and the car hits it. It does.
And the thing is I think Brennan thinks he's doing a great job here.
Brennan's face says he thinks he is serving this witness. And I'm not reading that situation the same way.
I don't feel like Brennan's doing a great job here. So,
In this case, you don't know the position of Mr. O'Keefe's arm at impact. Do you?
I don't know. There's an impact.
Nobody knows. I don't think his arm was even impacted by the car. So no, I don't know the position of the arm at impact because it wasn't hit by the car.
You don't know the angle of his body at impact, do you?
The alleged angle.
So
Yeah, the alleged angle. No one knows it because it didn't happen. You can't say it.
ask the question again.
Yeah, because she wasn't listening.
Nobody knows. His arm wasn't hit by the car. Again, what are we doing here?
There it was.
There was no impact, Hank.
Wasn't even hit by a car.
How many days is he going to drag this cross-examination on? It's not helping him. It is making him look like more of an idiot in front of the world and God and the jury and everyone. And they're over it.
Keep asking him questions so that he's going to keep saying how his opinion is that he wasn't hit by the car.
But keep going on with your bad self because you're going to get more answers like this one.
And at that grand jury, you also left out the fact that you contacted your sister, correct?
There's nothing nefarious. I remembered who I called. I remembered who I called. I
What?
didn't go back and look at phone records.
Nefarious?
Why would you use the word nefarious?
Because
She's like, what are you talking about this phone call? There's nothing nefarious going on there. He's like, I didn't say it was nefarious.
because there's nothing about me calling my sister that is nefarious, and I feel like you're insinuating it might be, and it's not.
Why? What do you mean you're insinuating it might be?
In her over-explaining, she hands Jackson the word nefarious. She just hands it to him. She just gives it to him on a platter, and he's like,
Why did you say it was nefarious? As if Jackson hasn't been implying everything that she's doing is nefarious and suspect.
There's nothing nefarious about me calling my sister. Who said it was nefarious?
the thing is that Jackson couldn't have said, hey, that's nefarious.
Why are you oh, dude, what a mistake that was for her to introduce that.
But once she gives him nefarious, once she serves that up, he's like, oh, we're eating. You know, we're gonna have a whole big meal of nefarious.
He's like, whoa, why would you say I said that? It's like, come on, man. We all get what you're doing, but he's saying, you know it's nefarious. You know it sounds bad, and you've got to explain to this jury why it's not bad.
Again, she talks too much. She thinks she can talk her way out of anything. That was a big mistake saying
that. Why would you say nefarious?
Did you have a conversation with anybody in the commissioner's office at Boston Police Department?
Not about anything malicious.
I didn't use the word malicious.
Not the Jen McCabe. There's nothing nefarious answer.
I didn't use the word malicious. Why do you say malicious?
I love that out of Jackson. I didn't say nefarious. Why did you say nefarious? I didn't say malicious. Why did you say malicious? I love it.
Not about anything malicious.
That wasn't the question.
Why do you say malicious?
Not about anything malicious. That wasn't the question.
Isn't it either you have a Bachelor of Science degree or you don't? Isn't
I have represented I do not have a bachelor's degree.
Except
but
your
in
CV
here, it's
doesn't.
represented that you do, correct?
Yes, it is
All
an
right.
error. Yes.
It's not a fucking vision board. It's a CV it's an expert CV.
Are you? Let's look at what the name is that are on these documents. It says Bachelor of General Science in Mathematics and Business Administration. Do you see that, sir?
I do.
Are you aware that there's no degree at the University of Alabama,
Shut the fuck
Birmingham, called a Bachelor of General Science in
Shut the fuck
Mathematics
up.
and Business Administration?
Yes, I am, and that is one of the errors I identified.
So you would agree that there's not.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Sir.
So that's another error. There's another error that there is no such degree. So forget about whether you have a bachelor's or not. But now it says on the CV, which is attached to Aperture, that he has a bachelor's in BGS from Alabama, but Alabama doesn't offer bachelor's in BGS.
So
So he did know that. He did know that that general science and business administration degree doesn't even exist at UAB, the school that you didn't graduate from. It's brutal.
His is listed 3 letters, BGS, Bachelor of General Science in Mathematics and Business Administration. And now we're getting to that degree doesn't even exist?
you would agree that there's not even a degree called Bachelor of General Science in Mathematics and Business Administration offered at the University of Alabama, correct?
Correct. That should be
I mean, that's brutal.
Bachelor of General Studies with minor in Mathematics and Business Administration.
Big fucking difference between the words studies and science, my guy.
I should say he minored in math and business administration. Nobody's degree designates their minor. Your minor doesn't really mean anything at all.
And what you just articulated, you do not possess as you sit here today, correct?
That is correct.
What you possess.
He's like, oh, well, what they do have is this. He's like, well, you don't have that either. No, I don't.
Why didn't you get your BS degree? What happened? I really need to know the answer to this question. Why don't you have a BS degree?
And the fuckery keeps fuckering more.
When you...
Did someone fart? Did someone fart in court? Was that a fart? Was that a fart? Did someone fart? No, I'm not letting that slide. That was a fart. I have a 6-year-old boy in this house. I am not above calling out random farts that occur. That was a fart. Ready?
I remember you asking previously, yes.
When you...
I'm sorry. Someone else tell me what that is. That's not a chair squeak. That is not a squeaky chair. Squeaky butt, not a squeaky chair. That is not a squeaky chair. Paper flip? No. Nope. We get 2 sentences past the butt dials. No, it's not paper. Come on, that's not paper.
When you...
Play it a third time. That's not paper. The paper has been flipped. When you...
Falling back and impacting the back of the head made the skull fracture radiate along the base of the brain on the right and left sides, and it causes the brain to swell. And unfortunately, the brain, when it swells,
have a
it
lot of
doesn't
room to
have
go.
anywhere to go
Yeah.
because it's encased in the skull. And that is a harbinger of death because that means that the brain stem is getting pushed down in this hole in the skull and compressing the areas in the brain stem which control the heartbeat and breathing, and that you just die after that. So that's what happened to Mr. O'Keefe's brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is perhaps the most important testimony of the entire trial. So pay attention.
I love the way she teaches. I love her flow of explaining.
The harbinger of death. Dang.
Harbinger of death is something the jury is not going to forget. So
No one said that before.
Nope.
I just love her entire demeanor with the jury.
Dr. Lavasada.
It's called brainstem herniation, and that's a harbinger of immediate death.
Brainstem herniation equals immediate death.
Harbinger of immediate death is like if I ever start a metal band.
Are there any bands named Harbinger of Death? I feel like that is the name of a metal band, or should be.
That might be our that might be the name.
Is that a band name? Harbinger of Death?
And now, Runkle headlining Harbinger of Immediate Death.
I have 3 kids, a 9-year-old who's actually turning 10 today. Happy birthday, Kai. And I have 2 older ones.
It is his son Kai's 10th birthday.
Objection, Your Honor. No personal shout out on the stand. This is
shout outs.
This is against the rules. At least we need a $5 super chat for birthday wishes. So, Your Honor, I move to strike. Kai, get your wishes another place. Yes, Christmas is canceled.
Dad's on TV. Happy birthday, Kai.
We're gonna stop this. Another example.
We're gonna stop this.
Less editorializing.
Minus all the personal.
I'm sorry, Your Honors.
Go ahead.
He did object to it.
Well, guys, you officially know it. It's not appropriate to wish your kid a happy birthday now. Fucking bullshit. Unbelievable. Fuck you.
I said it as a joke because I thought you're so petty.
He's being relatable? That's the problem? Yeah. Well, why being relatable? That's no good. Okay.
Happy birthday, Kai.
Happy birthday to Kai.
Happy birthday, Kai. Everyone say happy birthday, Kai.
All 30,000 of you are like, happy birthday, Kai.
Happy birthday, Kai. Happy birthday, Kai.
Happy birthday, Kai.
Hey, shout out to Kai.
Happy birthday to Kai.
Kai gets a birthday shout out in a trial that is covered internationally.
The judge was like, hey, stop.
That's enough. Use a different example.
Why is it that the Commonwealth witnesses are allowed to narrate and drone on and on and on without questions, and you're not going to allow him to throw in a personal anecdote?
Not all the personal details. Right in front of the jury.
Shut that down.
Well, while we have a moment, let's take this opportunity to wish a very happy 10th birthday to Kai.
Hey, Kai, from your friendly friend in Denmark. I know you don't watch this channel. You should. Well, you absolutely shouldn't because you're 9 years old and I have Jamie on this channel. But
we should sing happy birthday to Dr. R's kid because the judge really shut him down when he said happy birthday, Kai.
Sorry, this nasty old twat on the stand isn't gonna let your dad give you a shout out.
because Hank Brennan is a twat waffle and canceled your birthday and your lovely dad's birthday wish to you, I would, on behalf of all 221 people watching us right now, wish you a happy 10th, double digits birthday.
Happy birthday to ya.
It's an amazing time in your life. Only 3 more years till you'll be a teenager.
Happy birthday to ya.
So eat your spinach.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
Yes, happy birthday to Kai. We've said that. A bunch of the chats coming in here to wish Kai a happy birthday because we can do that. It's my YouTube channel. I can wish somebody happy birthday if I want to. There's no judge telling me I can't.
Take your vitamins, say your prayers. Yeah.
All right, that's from your dad. Happy
Yeah, that's from your dad, because Judge Bev shut him down.
Let me just say, I'd rather hear about Kai's birthday than Dr. Welcher's load.
Let's continue.
Yes, I did. You threatened to charge me with perjury during our phone call.
What? Okay, first of all, the defense attorneys cannot charge you with perjury. That's not how it works. You're a police officer. The fact that you don't know that troubles me.
She knows as a cop, that's bullshit. They can't lock her up. They can't charge her. Only the police can arrest you, or the DA's office can arrest you, and only the DA's office can charge you.
Jackson wasn't going to charge her with perjury because Jackson can't.
No, Emily, back up. You threatened to Jackson can't charge you with shit. He's no longer a district attorney.
Let's talk about the roles of defense counsel and what we can and cannot do, because I can tell you for free, one of the powers I do not have and Jackson does not have and any other defense counsel does not have is the power to charge anyone with perjury.
Wow. You threatened to charge me with perjury. This is why it's hard to call a witness when you don't know what they're going to say.
I get that people don't believe her. I don't believe her either.
She has been prepped by someone to say this.
I do not find what she is saying to be credible.
Fact of the matter is, nobody ever threatened you with perjury, did they?
Oh, they did. Yes.
That's it.
I contacted the FBI regarding it.
Oh, did you?
I did.
You have a report?
The FBI! The FBI! The FBI!
What?
I contacted the FBI regarding it.
Oh, did you?
I did.
The FBI?
I have
Why
an
were you
email
chatting with
conversation where I
FBI?
sent the 2 questions I had.
Just whoop. There it is.
She responded, I will pass these along. I was contacted by their legal team. They reassured me perjury was not applicable.
I find that really hard to believe that the FBI's legal team told her perjury is off the table. Like, really?
Because I made a statement in good faith. Upon further information, I retracted it, corrected it, and made it clear that I could no longer say it because I knew that it was not a clear reflection of the events that took place.
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
My question is, do you have a report from the FBI saying that you
That's a mouthful. Sounds like a no.
saying that you reported that someone on the Pyramid defense team threatened to charge you, your words, with perjury? You have a report to that effect?
No.
No.
I can't wait to look at everybody's reactions today.
Oh, I know. I hope someone just does a cut loop of him saying the C word, but that's because I'm 12.
Second response, same number. She hot at least?
Is she hot at least?
She hot at least. It's starting to get ugly.
Well, Higgins thought she was hot.
She hot at least?
I'm just going to say, if you are a cop, you should not be worried about whether she's hot.
This case is tedious hours of nothing. And then you have a group text where a lead detective is discussing with his friend, she hot at least. I can't wait for his response.
From all accounts, he didn't do anything wrong. She's a whack job. CUNT.
Objection.
Oh, fuck.
She's a whack job. CUNT.
Okay, here is where I'm getting demonetized.
I take the monetization because I have had a good day with Super Chats.
Well, monetization, it's been fun. But I bet he didn't spell it out. And Jackson's going to make him read the see you next Tuesday.
No, say the word.
Make him say it.
Say the word.
Say it, sir. Say it.
Proctor doesn't want to say it. And so, you know what? Jackson is there with the objection to be like, no, that's not what you said. You got to say it the way you say it.
Let's just say that C word out loud, please.
If you're going to call her a whack job cunt, you're going to have to say it on the stand.
The word's cunt, Proctor.
Objection.
Objection. Say it.
So sit there and fucking say it.
So don't spell it. You have to. So these are your words, Trooper Proctor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead and say them.
Thank you, Bev.
Lally, do you want to explain to someone why you went to trial on this? Because we'd love to know how you decided this was going to go well. And Jackson's going to make him say it, so say it.
And Emily, the fun for next Tuesday. Thank you so much.
Cunt.
These are your words, Trooper Proctor. Go ahead and say them. Whew. Ooh. She was unapologetic there.
Because these are your words. So then you got to say them.
You know, and you know what the worst thing is? You know what the really, really worst thing about this is? This isn't even the worst thing he says.
So here he is,
So this-
10 feet away from her, calling her that.
Right, exactly.
Why is she? Wow. Jury's going to love this guy, huh?
I don't think anybody else in the courtroom does. And now Lally is going to go through some of the most despicable and damning texts to try to pull the M&M, right?
Well, I was waiting for my ride, and to get back to the airport, they had to take other people. And so they were having a lunch afterwards, and they said, come have a sandwich, and then your ride will take you to the airport. So I went, and I had a ham sandwich.
Did you testify at some
Ham
point
sandwich.
that after you had something to eat, you just stood in the corner?
This is where he went and he had a ham sandwich.
And he apparently was waiting to go to the airport and he got hungry. And he was offered food. And you know what he said? He said, I will eat that food. The entire ham sandwich, the whole thing.
There's a ham sandwich. They aren't even muffins.
Had a ham sandwich. Did you testify?
Oh, that's something he's going to try to mock and ridicule him on, because he repeated ham sandwich.
That repeating of you had a ham sandwich, like sarcastically mocking witnesses, saying things in open court that you know you shouldn't say. They're inappropriate and inadmissible. That's where lawyers can really get in trouble.
I did. I just sat at a table, ate, and then went over and literally stood in the corner waiting for my ride.
When you sat at the table and eat, did you just eat your ham sandwich? Or did more go on?
I ate. People were talking. I really didn't talk much at all.
Bev, you have to stop this now.
Like, what the
This
heck
is-
are we arguing about a ham sandwich right now?
Or did more go on?
I ate. People were talking. I really didn't talk much at all.
People were talking.
Certainly, I'm sure I did, sir.
outrageous.
Did you laugh along? Did you listen?
Certainly, I'm sure I did, sir.
Did you laugh along?
I assume if something funny was said, I probably laughed.
Did you talk about the testimony?
At this point, I don't even remember.
Let me look at it. Did you stay independent?
Oh, I can't. This is my first time hearing this. This is my first time hearing this. Oh my God. How embarrassing. Lally never did anything like this. Oh my God. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I assume if something funny was said, I probably laughed.
You see how he's just like, Hank Brand's trying to say, oh yeah, you were all together, you were laughing.
He answered these questions great. I have seen good experts struggle with questions like this because they're so dumb and you're like, what are you talking about?
Did you have awesome shooters and talk to awesome people?
This is actually not funny.
Holy fuck. Is this a sick joke?
This would piss me off to no end.
This is what 350,000 to 400,000 buys you.
Does he actually, excuse me, sir, did you go somewhere with them?
After he testified.
After you testified. And did you eat?
What's the big deal? I ate a ham sandwich.
What are we doing for chips? Did you have anything to drink?
But I'm sorry, sir. Did you laugh?
I like how he's handling it. Yeah, I probably did laugh if somebody told a joke. Probably did.
I'm pretty sure you fucking laughed, didn't you, sir?
I don't know if I laughed. I guess I could have laughed.
yeah, if something funny was said, he probably did laugh. Like all of this, very dismissive of it because it doesn't matter.
Because he laughed and ate a ham
and
sandwich.
eating ham sandwiches and guffawing at all the hilarious jokes. I mean, this is fucking absurd.
And how funny that ham sandwich has entered the chat, because Saul Wackler, the Chief Justice of New York, once famously said that a good prosecutor could get a grand jury to indict a ham sandwich. And that's what they did in this case. They indicted Karen Reed for bogus charges.
I don't have one piece of facts, so let me just lie.
A lot of experts don't know what to do with those types of questions because, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he thought Hank Brennan was going to ask him about the abrasions, about the injuries to John O'Keefe's arm or the lack thereof. Maybe he thought he was going to ask him about stuff relevant to the case.
This is ridiculous. This isn't even funny that this is where Brennan is going.
No.
This is absolutely a travesty.
Everything that he's saying is fucking
What
ridiculous.
I want to know is he's just making shit up.
It's what's happening in front of the jury that could be prejudicial.
This line of cross-examination after the direct has just gone sideways into ridiculousness.
But this is Hank Brennan being a total asshole, as he was all day and most of the trial. Listen up.
How long were you at the table eating your ham sandwich with the folks?
How can he make ham sandwich seem like an insult? Ham sandwich.
How are we making a ham sandwich sound scandalous? How is this a thing?
He keeps like saying the ham sandwich thing mockingly. He's super upset about the ham sandwich.
The scandal that is the ham sandwich, seriously? That's what we're doing?
Ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich.
That's not kosher.
Can somebody get Brennan a fucking sandwich? He is so salty.
So he asked Hank Brennan, oh, where did you go, Ed? What happened there? He asked Hank
I'm
Brennan,
back. What happened?
He asked Hank Brennan how long it would take to consume a ham sandwich. And we have a response to that, Ed. We do have a response to it.
Okay, hit me.
Here's our response.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole. You dick.
There's Mr. Brennan eating not one, but 2 ham sandwiches.
Did you get chips?
What kind of chips did you have? What's your favorite kind of chip?
What kind of bread did you have?
Sour cream and onion? No. That's a lot if you're going to travel. Vinegar? All dressed?
What about a pickle? Did you have a pickle on there?
The question is, does he have mayo or mustard?
Did you put any mayo on there? What about any mustard?
He probably has mayo.
Did you use spicy mustard or was it Dijon?
Lindsay says both mayo and mustard. Wow.
Or was it just regular mustard?
So this is what I use.
Nice.
I like my mustard spicy.
Just like you like your women.
Oh, that would be Chinese and spicy, but that's another story.
There enjoying the event. How long do you think
I
that
wish
went
you'd
on?
say,
I don't.
sir, this was after
I honestly don't know. 10 minutes. How long does it take you to eat a ham sandwich? 10 minutes.
Me about
And
3
after
minutes.
you
I've been
finished
eating
your ham
mine this
sandwich
whole
and you
stream,
froze,
so-
you stood in the corner.
The jury at this point's not raising an eyebrow about somebody eating a sandwich with the attorneys after testifying. I have no idea what the attorneys are doing. What are you doing to the microphone, Jackson? For fuck's sake.
When we start talking about x-rays, folks.
Oh. What?
X-rays.
But we heard there was no x-rays taken.
Do you see?
Isn't that fair?
Ah! Well, I don't know how my feed jumped. Hi, Andrea. I have no idea what happened. What I was trying to do is pause this so I could say the microphone, if you can see my little pointer, the microphone's right under there taped onto the lectern.
Ooh, what are these big things? Were there? I thought there were no x-rays.
Wow.
What? I'm sorry. Does AJ have the film?
Oh.
Holy cow. He brought the whole plan room with him. He's got the whole plan room.
Is this a blueprint?
A scroll of something. The dramatic slow pull is hilarious.
I was thinking he was opening his own goldfish, but no.
I don't know what's happening. The dramatic.
Okay.
The dramatic slow pull. I don't know what these are.
I thought Hank said there were no x-rays.
Are they enlarged x-rays? I don't know. Maybe they are. I thought there were no x-rays done.
And if you remember, Welcher, and I believe Hank Brennan has elicited on other witnesses,
The Commonwealth's expert said there weren't any x-rays.
there were no x-rays of the arm. So we don't really know. We can't confirm there was no fractures. People just said there was no fractures.
There were no x-rays done.
Think about that photo of those x-rays as you deliberate. You can manipulate a taillight fragment. That's not that hard. You can't manipulate a bruise.
Bang. You can manipulate a taillight fragment. You can't manipulate a bruise.
Boom. You wouldn't have a damn arm.
Nothing. That is pristine.
That arm is in pristine condition.
But why was there no bruise?
How did that arm look like this getting hit by a car?
The Commonwealth has no answer for that.
There's no accident. No accident. There's no crime.
You're the case officer, the lead detective, correct?
Yes.
The lead detective, correct?
Yes.
The lead detective, correct?
Yes.
You're the case officer, the lead detective, correct?
Proctor was the lead investigator. Yuri was like, I wouldn't say leader.
Whoa, no,
Nobody
he was just a
said
water
case
boy.
agent.
He was just a water boy.
Nobody said lead detective. He was more of, we just kind of get together and, yeah. They don't want to say it, bro.
Exactly.
Now we're going to get to the funniest thing, which is he doesn't want to admit that there's anybody who's a leader. He's like, everyone is equal. We are communist. Everyone is equal.
He's not a leader. It's a team effort. We're all involved. We share. But I don't know anything about what anybody else did.
Buchanan says not every team has a leader. They go through military, because I think Jackson's military too. And they're like, well, that's a military term. This is what we do in military.
There's got to be a lead investigator in this case. And as much as you're trying to distance yourself from Michael Proctor.
The case officer for the investigation was Michael Proctor.
But you don't want to say lead case agent or case officer, correct?
I refer to that billet as case officer.
I can't stand this dude. What?
Yeah, he's just going to play word salad and piss him off. And this is why I said AJ really needs to keep his cool on this one. This will be pulling teeth while herding cats in a thunderstorm. And I'm already sick and tired of this guy.
A case agent is the lead detective. I'm sorry, you're the lead detective.
Especially when you're assigned to that case and you're the
Correct.
number one guy, you're the lead agent.
Did this team have a leader? Yes, it was Michael Proctor.
Call Michael Proctor's title in this case. You think he called him the case officer or the lead investigator? What is your experience with Massachusetts State Police in that regard?
Objection.
He's trying to get in that the disciplinary board twice called him lead investigator.
In the sustained findings against Proctor, they call him the lead investigator. They call him the lead investigator. But he's like, I didn't review it.
We looked at it Friday. They called him the lead investigator in his termination papers.
He did call him the lead investigator. So did Bev. Trying to pretend like, oh, I was busy at work. You're on traffic detail. You're doing nothing but scrolling your phone. I don't even want to hear that.
A traffic detail.
When you received that text-to-text chain, did you respond?
I acknowledged the text. I did not respond through with verbiage.
He acknowledged the text. He acknowledged it, huh? How did he acknowledge the text? Well, he acknowledged it with the thumbs up sign. So, folks, if you are watching this stream, please acknowledge this stream with the thumbs up button.
Which came through on my Apple Watch as I was controlling traffic. I glanced at it.
I glanced at it. Of course, I couldn't see all of the deplorable things that were being spoken about. It was just on my, my little Apple Watch. Look, jury, how small this Apple Watch screen is. You can't possibly see an entire text on there. And I just decided to thumbs up my buddy's text because, of course, I didn't really read what it was.
What he's trying to say is I never read this thing. I never anything. I just acknowledged it by thumbs upping. Fuck off. Like, acknowledged.
Took part of the information that came through and acknowledged it with a thumbs up emoji.
Acknowledged it. Acknowledged it or liked it. Right? Okay is acknowledging it. Thumbs upping it is usually liking it, Trish. This was one of them.
And he's the supervisor. And if you're giving a thumbs up to that, that doesn't really look so good. It looks like you agree when you're supervising this person.
Did you look at the entire text chain?
No, the text message came through on my Apple Watch as I was controlling traffic.
A real clear memory of that.
Took part of the information that came through and acknowledged it with a thumbs up emoji, indicating that I read it.
So you acknowledged it with a thumbs up emoji to indicate that you read it when you also are testifying that you didn't actually read it.
He sent that text in a series of messages that now belong to you.
Go
you
read
weren't
them.
given the opportunity to hear from Michael Proctor, but you can read his thoughts for yourself.
Ding, ding,
and I
ding.
urge you, go read them. They're in Exhibit 209, 209. in case you
He's
want to
like,
wonder.
write this down.
It's Exhibit 209. Go read the text. The one call out.
You didn't hear from Proctor. Go read his texts.
Exhibit 209. Proctor's texts.
They're number 209. Are you furious yet that we're here? You should be.
And up to this point, Michael Proctor had done zero investigation, nothing. And this was his mindset.
We knew he was going to say,
This
see you
is the
next
same lead
Tuesday.
investigator who sent the group chats that you heard about with Sergeant Butnick. Late night, sitting at his office, rifling through Karen's phone, bragging about looking for naked pictures of her. That text wasn't sent to his buddies or his friends.
Sent to his bosses.
That text was sent to his supervisors at the Massachusetts State Police, for God's sake. He was fired for this blatant bias. If the Massachusetts State Police can't trust him, how can you trust him with this?
Ooh. If Massachusetts State Police can't trust Proctor, how can you?
If the Massachusetts State Police cannot trust this person and gets rid of him, you're going to trust his investigation that he led in order to lock this innocent woman up?
So if the Massachusetts State Police can't trust Michael Proctor, how can you? Oof.
How can you trust him with this investigation and with your verdict?
Bing.
And with Karen Reed's life?
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty? Not guilty. So say you,
Not
Mr. Foreman?
No surprise.
So say you? No, do you agree? Yes. Do all of you agree? Thank you.
Polling is
002. What say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty? Not guilty. Is not guilty or guilty about that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct? Yes. So say you, Mr. Foreman? Guilty. So say you all?
Guilty.
They made the right call. On
003. What say is the defendant at the bar?
Wait, what?
Did they say
leading the
guilty or
scene
not
after
guilty for that? I got
action is guilty test. Is the defendant not guilty or guilty? So say, Mr. Foreman.
Oh, you're outside.
Judge Harkin, your verdict is the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating in the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
Wow.
All right, jurors, everybody please be seated.
The most
Jurors,
expensive
we
OUI of
thank
all
you for your
time.
service.
Wow.
We're going to send you back to services complete.
Hey, just verdict.
I agree. We'll talk.
It's loud out
Thank you
there.
very much.
All rise.
It was a little awkward how they got through that.
Janetta crying?
Look at David's crying too.
After all this, ma'am.
Oh, look at the tears.
Oh, Yannetti, he has been with this case as long as Karen Reed has. She called him the night of January 29th and reached out to him as her attorney.
In the face of doubt, we rise. Eyes on the horizon, no compromise. Every step forward, every battle fought brings us closer to the dream we sought. We are champions, standing tall, undefeated. We've given our all. Together we climb, reach for the stars. Champions, that's who we are. Hand in hand we've come so far, united in purpose, each one a star. Through sweat and tears